welcome to Super Sunday. Oh, the atmosphere is electric in the arena today. Of course, we've got Vitality taking on FaZe in a couple of hours. But first, Anders, we need to settle a historic rivalry. The Showmatch is coming up, and we have Team India versus Team Pakistan taking each other on the big stage to decide it all. Are you excited for this one? I've never seen a crowd this excited for a Showmatch.
I'll be honest, Henry. Anytime we get a new regions into the space and put a little bit of spotlight on them, I am excited. I think that's what the game needs. Obviously, huge potential. I think it's a really great cause. I look forward to it.
It is a great cause, and the whole idea of this, we're laying the foundations of South Asian Counter-Strike going forward. It's not just a show match. Going forward into 2024, there is an event happening called The Draft, which is going to be happening starting in January, going into February, ending in Atlanta in Malaysia, called the Super 6. The concept is simple. The idea is that we're going to be taking legends from Counter-Strike in general, be from Europe or North America, joining teams from India and Pakistan, playing in the tournament in towards January, and the idea is we're going to be actually bolstering the nations, actually showing they have amazing representation over there. It's a gaming nation, and they actually don't get much say in Counter-Strike right now, but we know they've got amazing players, and this will be a chance for them to show that they can keep up and actually have a chance going forward in tournaments.
Yeah, there's plenty of FPS representation in India and Pakistan outside of Counter-Strike, right? But Counter-Strike's been overlooked a little bit. It's a real shame. Like, we got a new game coming out. We should be trying to pick up as many players as we can from that region.
As we mentioned, it's called The Draft, and to show you a little bit more information, have a look at this. It's time for the walk-ins. Introducing Team India. We've got Defaulter, Rossi, Ghost, joined by Perfecto and Tess. It's quite a deadly team, Anders, if you don't mind me saying.
Yeah, what an opportunity for these guys to be on stage. You know, you're going to be playing with some absolute legends.
The atmosphere today is almost more hype than it was yesterday. Everyone's turned out in their thousands to celebrate these players and show who is going to be the strongest Counter-Strike nation going forward. And up next, of course, ladies and gentlemen, introducing Team Pakistan, representing Executor, Bullet, and Ismucher. Joined by Jimmy as well, Anders, your favorite player right now, and Mako, one of the absolute goats of the game right now. It's going to be Sun Pius as well. They've got one of the most electrifying AWPers to join them, the Rookie of the Year as well. This is going to be a difficult game for Team India, you have to say that.
I really think it will be. You know, show matches are all about having fun, but I bet there's going to be some rivalry anyway. Certainly amongst the Indian and the Pakistani players, but also, I'm assuming, you know, somebody like Jim Pat, like, he's not going to be able to turn it off, right? Like, he's here to play, he's on stage.
Absolutely. These guys are stone cold killers. These guys are going to be looking to absolutely take the victory here. It's a show match, it's a bit of fun, but no. Wow, the stage has been set. The players take their position, and bear in mind, it's a traditional blast show match, Anders, and you know what that means. We might not have any chickens today. I'm going to warn everyone, there won't be any friendly chickens out on the stage, but the usual antics you've known to come and love, maybe a few smoke bombs in the booth, who knows, but time will tell. I can confirm, though, the map is going to be Anubis, Anders. Your favorite map at this point.
It's fantastic.
It's been great this tournament, and the players are in position. Sun Pius and Jimmy in the mix as well. I think Team Pakistan might have the edge here. I'm not sure. This is going to be real close. So, as we mentioned, this is the name we're going to struggle the most. Ismucher, Bullets, Executor, Sun Pius, and young, you're slipping Jimmy at the end there. That's going to be Team Pakistan. That's going to be deadly. And
I really think it looks stacked, doesn't it? Like, it looks hard players to play up against.
Yeah, those guys, they're killers, man. They want to make sure they turn up and deliver. They're not going to treat this like it's a fun game. Sun Pius and Jimmy are going to be playing for pride out there for sure. And of course, Tessus and Perfecto joining Team India, which will be Rossi, Ghost, Defaulter, and of course, Tessus and Perfecto as well from Heroic and Cloud9 respectively. I guess, Anders, I need your prediction. What are you going to be going for here?
Oh, you know, we do have a lone Dane up there that, you know, kind of, but I'm going to be honest,
that's fair
like
enough.
combination.
I think you have to be on Team India then.
Do I have to?
I think so.
All right, I'll give Tess a little bit of backup. I'll be on the Indian side for this one.
He had some bad news this week as well, you know. Like, give him that, Anders. Let's give him that.
All right,
you
all right. I'll side with the Indian side.
I'll take Team Pakistan then. Like, I think this could be a great game either way. Bear in mind, ladies and gentlemen, it's all about the future and shining a light on South Asian Counter-Strike going forward. A historic rivalry about to be settled on the stage right now. If we're talking cricket terms, India are the #1 nation in cricket right now, but are they the #1 nation in Counter-Strike? Abu Dhabi, make some noise! Oh yes, indeed. We are ready to get underway. A best of one on Anubis here. Team India starting the team side. T-side and Team Pakistan. And we're straight into guns, and there's no pistol rounds here. What is going on?
They are fully equipped right off the bat. We don't want to waste any time.
It's a team kill. No!
Team kill to start with. Rozzy got the opening on Executor, but he went down straight afterwards. And then straight into a 4 versus 4 now. Some Pius here in the back with the AWP. Perfecto of all players is going to be able to out-AWP him. All right. We'll get a kill in the meantime, but still, it's a 2 versus 2. There's rotation happening, and there's a flank happening as well. It's actually Jimfat who's coming up from the T-spawn.
Bear in mind, you can get involved in a show match. Get on Blast TV right now. You can vote what happens in the booth, who gets the punishment, and you can see raining nades or short fuse coming up next. So there will be raining nades and raining bullets from Jimfat as he finds the kill. 2 versus 1. He'll be joined by bullets as Defaulter fends them off. He does have 51 points of health. No utility. We'll see whether he can do anything about this. Should be a default plant. He's been engulfed by the flames here. First kill. He can't quite land the shot. The full defuse is coming in. Team Pakistan going to take his first round, and they absolutely will. Dominant victory there. Nothing he could do. Too many incendiaries, too much fire, and he's taken out of the equation.
Double Molotov, Henry, to shut him down. He had an HE, and it almost got the kill on the guy defusing the bomb, but it wasn't quite enough. So, close call, to be honest, but yeah, it's a classic rush. No real setup for it. Just go hard at the bomb side.
That kind of sets the tone now. We're not doing no nonsense with the pistols. And no. Straight into the gun rounds here. Sam Pius is loving it. As it will be Team Pakistan to take that first round. So now it's raining nades. Hallelujah!
the fans voted. It was overwhelming in the favor of the nades. You know what this means. I mean, if you didn't practice this, you could be left behind here. But just the infinite grenades that are going to be raining down. You can keep throwing each as much as you want. Cover the whole map in fire. If you buy the Molotovs, it doesn't end.
Okay, that sounds like chaos to me, Anders. I'm not sure CS2 can even handle it. Imagine like 10 smokes going down at once.
They could crash the server. They might.
Yeah, actually, we almost did this last time in Copenhagen. I think we almost did crash the server. So just to reiterate, there are infinite grenades. You can just keep bombarding. The airstrikes are coming through here. The HE grenade. Widow's going to be an absolute nightmare. Presumably the CTs have the advantage here, Anders, because they can just lock off those choke points time and time again. It's Pakistan looking to continue the streak here. Some Pius with 1 kill to his name. He's only got a P250, right? He's only got the pistol. Wait, he just didn't even want a gun, I guess. We're just going to be focused on just those grenades. It's back and forth we go. It's like dodgeball out here.
Keep running, the weapons. Keep running. They're coming for you with the nades. Executor gets 1 in return, but this is madness. This is closer to sort of Worms 3D than it is to Counter-Strike at this point in time. They're just all using the HEs. They don't even stop. Look at how low Executor and Jimfat are both.
This is where I expect Team India to take the advantage. Bear in mind, like I said, the #1 cricketing nation. They've got some backspin on these grenades coming through as well.
You're really poking at an open wound there, Henry, you know. It's a serious thing I've heard.
Jimmy's blown himself up.
He exploded himself. Why did he do that?
It's unreal. But now, though, a 4 versus 3.
They're actually running strats with the nades. I've never seen anything like it. Oh, here we go. Bullets showing up just in time. Gonna throw more grenades. The bomb attempted to be planted here. The nades will blow up Ghost in the end. 2 versus 3 now. How do you defuse in front of these grenades? The smoke on top won't matter at all.
Just throw 10 smokes around, I suppose. Just throw smoke after smoke. The grenade's coming in. You can see it's an excellent grenade from Bullets. It might be enough here. Perfecto had to deny the defuse. He's doing a good job. They can't get on it. You're right. How can they possibly fend him off? Someone needs to initiate the defuse. Is coming in, but Bullet will take him down. It was raining grenades the entire time, but once again, Team Pakistan came out on top.
Oh, that is absurd. I thought he was going to be able to just stand there and just throw grenades on top of the bomb so no one could defuse it, but it didn't work out that way. In fact, look at this. He's flashed. He's got flashed, and as a result, he just threw it straight into the pillar and blew himself up. Well, that round took so long. They actually rotated mid-round with the nades. My God.
My. Are we going back to business as usual? Is that the end of the madness? At least a respite?
Yes. For a round at least.
I can see some guns being brought out here. Sampai's one of the deadliest snipers on the planet right now. He sees a player crossing over. Nice footwork there. Team India looking to breach open this A bomb site. His bullet to defend. See if he can live to his name. Oh, he delivers one right to the dome of Rossi there. Opening frag. And Team Pakistan hold off the A bomb site admirably right now, but Ghost is fighting back with AWP with the rotations are coming through. Tesses needs to be careful. Here he comes. Is Munche mowing them down with the M4A4. Grenades being deployed. Flashbang. Will he take the wide swing as the bomb's being planted?
Double flash to set it up. Molotov behind. That's surely going to get the kill here.
Nice work.
He's going to get it with the rifle instead, but the counter grenade comes out. It really slows him down. Not easy for Smuchi to come in and actually do anything here. Sampai's, oh, he can't get the scope off in time. Perfecto will take him down. It's looking like a great round here for Team India. First on the board for them.
Yeah, that's much more like it. It's a traditional round showing their prowess, a nice little A execution, and it works out for them. The opening frag went in favor of Pakistan as well, but they couldn't quite fend them off here. Nice entry there from Bullet, but unfortunately overwhelmed. Tesses showing some nice form here. Perfecto to close things out as well. Oh, he's loving it as well. That's what they needed. Team India on the board. I think this one's going to go the full distance, ladies and gentlemen. So let's have a little temperature check. If you're here for Team India, make some noise.
Okay.
And if you're here for Team Pakistan, let me hear you. Oh, I'd say the latter might have them there.
Actually, you might be right.
Yeah, okay.
That's unexpected, but all right.
Wow.
We are getting into another wacky round, Henry. I hope you are ready.
I missed it. Which one is it next?
The monitors are off.
Oh, God.
They are playing in darkness.
That iconic moment. Remember Moses cheated when this happened.
It still keeps me up at night.
I can't believe that.
I thought I knew Jason.
There's
for
a lot
while.
about his character, doesn't there?
Cheated his way to victory in a show match.
Not for the first time.
Just tells you, no matter how much you know someone, Henry, you really don't know what's at the core of that person, you know.
So just to reiterate, they can't see a damn thing. Every player has a black screen
but Tess's
right now.
knows.
So
the bomb plan is the ace in this
so
round.
he's got the bomb. So he's actually doing a good job. He is actually working this one out. He's walking as well. He knows where he is. He's got a mind map of where he needs to make his way to in the A bomb site. Oh, they're hitting each other.
Jimmy!
Oh yeah, Jimmy knows. Jimmy's aware. And the bomb, if he hears it, he'll get the sound cue. Oh my God, the bomb's going down. That is absolutely massive. There's surely no way you can defuse this one.
They have 5 defuse kits. He's got them all. That's so early.
Yeah.
You throw it right away.
But how can they possibly find the bomb at this stage? How can they even navigate their way towards the bomb site itself?
Look at Jimmy, the bat here.
He can hear the bomb, right? He knows.
He's thinking about it.
So if he can just follow the sound cues. Has he got a kip? He has.
They all have. He's trying, but flashes are coming out as well. There's a smoke on top now.
Use the force, Jimmy.
Yeah, he has to use that echolocation.
Oh, he's got it! Oh, no!
Oh, he's on. Oh,
stop it! No, he was on it!
There we go.
He's back. No, God, the knife! This is unbelievable. The blind leading the blind here as Tesses will hold him off. It looks like Team India have done enough for their second round on the board, ladies and gentlemen. We're tying it all up. And it's all down to that bomb plug.
That might be the best round with no monitors we've ever had. Like, in terms of Tesses somehow just absolute nerd, learning the map with his eyes closed, finding the bomb. So I don't think many people could do that.
He did so well. I've never seen anything like it. I thought we'd be stuck in spawn. He ran straight towards that bomb site and even got a knife kill on towards young Jimmy as well. Oh, they're loving it. Team India starting to build up a bit of a streak here. I think we go back to a normal round now, but we'll see what's in store as we get into round number 5. What a show match it's been so far.
Truly.
It could go either way at this point. Sampai's need to find some form once again. As we get into it, we're going to see the weapons being brought out. The money's not an issue. You can see they've got $16,000. Buy whatever you like. Sampai's opting for the M4A1S though, Anders.
Okay. Doesn't feel like the sniper at the moment. You know, that's kind of his usual day job. So now he's been let loose. He can do whatever he wants. Not seeing anything wild and crazy. So in the rounds where they're allowed to, they want to play a little bit more seriously. Again, it's a great rivalry at the moment. You brought cricket into it, Henry, as well. You know,
that's also like a little bit of a sensitive subject because Pakistan are like ranked number 3 in the world, India number 1. They always have been, to be honest. But it's Pakistan looking to fight back here, but it's Team India overwhelming this B bomb site. It's Mujay gets one, but it's not quite enough. Rossi will answer back here. They've actually got a solid grip on the B side itself. Bullet will remain, and he's got himself in a very problematic scenario.
Tries to blow open the smoke. I've no idea what he can do at this point in time. They know exactly where he is. A little bit of a flashbang. He actually runs in front of it. It's not a bad move, but there's 3 people waiting on the other side. Another good round here. Team India starting to gain momentum there. They're packing together these rounds nicely at the moment. We'll see how this one keeps going. We've got more tricks up our sleeves, no doubt. Fans are voting over on Blast.tv, so we'll see what the next round can come up with.
Coming in. I want to see the smoke bomber counters. We've got to see that. That's always a crowd pleaser. Gets everyone going.
It does make people happy, doesn't it? You know.
Pecto, you've been on the stage a few times. What could possibly be wrong? Come on now. Let's get on with it, shall we?
Mine's not working. Got a little issue here or there. The smoke round, that's one of your favorite ones. You enjoy that?
Yeah, just to kind of like anything that makes the players uncomfortable in the booth, I think is the most exciting.
I feel like I'm curious to see what people are going to buy with the Hyperspeed round. I feel like people always end up on the P90. Nobody ever buys the Negev. I'd love to see a Negev in Hyperspeed, you know? Maybe the XM could also be good in Hyperspeed, like fast reloading with a shotgun. A lot of people are saying that shotgun's overpowered now.
It's overpowered.
Yeah, I've heard it.
It's too much.
It's not true. I saw it on Reddit. I don't know how much the chat really means, but, you know. Some guy said it.
Well, if you're just joining us, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to yet another Blast Show match here. It's Team India versus Team Pakistan, a historic rivalry. And, what's coming up here next, Anders? I don't like the look of the main screen.
This could get really wacky.
I don't like the look of this at all.
Maybe that's why Perfecto's confused. Oh, yeah. It is a show match, and it is for fun, but Henry, it's also to try and open up a couple of new regions, which would be really, really exciting for the next year, right? We've got the draft coming up, so hopefully you guys caught the beginning of it, but I'm going to try and see if we can shine a spotlight on the Southeast Asian region, and I think that's there is in other FPS titles there definitely is a lot more legacy in it.
Scene.
Yeah,
it's just not being represented in Counter-Strike so much. We're trying to build it and develop that going into the future. It's a collaboration between Nodwin Gaming and Blast. It kicks off in January, so if you're from that region and you fancy yourself maybe even getting involved, you have the chance to play with legends of Counter-Strike, mixed with teams from India and Pakistan. And it's at the Super 6 tournament happening in Malaysia towards February, I believe, is the actual LAN itself. But this is all an initiative brought to you by Blast and Nodwin. So just give you a bit more information, and hopefully we'll be back underway momentarily. There are going to be some tech issues when we're kind of messing up the server as much as we are right now. We're deploying all of this madness.
Pushing it to the limits, really.
Yeah, absolutely. Testing the CS2 engine out there. How far can it go? But upside down. Now Anders.
Inverse mouse.
Oh, that sucks.
It's so hard to play with. Now, we've already established the best strategy here is to try and just play with, AWDS, like just try to not move your mouse at all. Just move it like left to right. But as soon as you get into any territory, we have to look up or down. It's madness. So just try not to do that if you know what you're doing. If you're brand new to the subject here, you might be in trouble. But they've bought P90s. They're sure that's it.
The best gun in the game. It makes sense.
You've said this for a minute.
Yeah, I feel like there's a real future for it. And you can see the CTs are the same way inclined. It's going to be a full-on rush here from Team India. You can see they're struggling. They're going up, trying to control that recoil. They'll trade blows here at the main entrance. For now, a 4 versus 4. Grenades being deployed from bullets. Executor looking to mow them down eventually, but they're going to be happy with that initial frag and make their way back toward the B side. It's the auto shotgun for Jimmy here. Some Pius going for the AWP. You can see he's struggling with it, aiming into the sky. It's completely messing in his brain, but we'll see if he can hold on. Oh, the P90 as well. It's so difficult to control that recoil. Your muscle memory is working against you, Anders. You can see even in the back bullet, trying to get a couple of kills here. You got to aim down as he gets the double. Got to get that reload trend. Surely he gets dropped at this point. Doesn't really take much. Oh no, it's Tessus to find him eventually. 3 versus 2 for Pakistan. They look to tie things up here.
What? All right. Jimmy gets a kill. It's Perfecto on the other one. And now it's down 1 versus 2 here. Jimfat's barely alive, but Vecto, he's a little bit rattled at the moment. Trying to see if he can find it. Looking for anything. The bomb, not even close to him at the moment. I think going for the kills might be the easier choice. He's going to get one of them there. Sunpies has given up on the AWP. I think he's trying to use the pistol instead. At range. Oh, the spray is good. Perfecto takes another one for India.
Yeah, they're starting to build up a bit of a lead now as well. The upside down round, one of the more challenging ones, of course. We saw that muscle memory working against Sampayas. Couldn't quite get his hand around it, and unfortunately, the AWP doesn't have much impact. I think it's a great call, though. Shotguns, P90s, that's where you want to be in that sort of scenario. You can see how it messes with your brain so much here. But Team India, get it over the line.
It's actually so hard to play with, especially with any panic sets in. You're just, you know, you said your brain is just telling you to do one thing, and you have to do the exact opposite. They're celebrating. They are loving life at the moment. They've got a 2-round lead, Henry. It's not bad.
Not bad at all.
The team are running away with it.
It's a T-sided map, but yeah, Team India put the best foot forward. Looks like we're back into a more traditional setup here, as just going to be a normal round of Counter-Strike, if you can believe that. It's going to be Sampayas looking to open things up as he takes the AWP over towards middle. Ghost trying to crack things open here at the B-bomb side, but it's Munche! Oh my goodness, he does get a lovely spray down here. Team India on the back foot, 4 versus 2. Perfecto and Tesses. Wow, quite the combo. Difficult going to be shut this one down. They have got Jimmy alive as well, but surely this is where Pakistan can close the gap. Tesses on the hundo, looking down towards those canals.
Yeah, he heard the bullet land on the wall behind him, so he knows that someone is in there. Perfecto, I think, landed a no-scope on Sampayas. That's what I don't even know how it happens, but he's going to miss that shot, and it puts him in a little bit of trouble. He knows someone's down there. Good communication between Tesses and Perfecto. He definitely got the word in from his teammate there.
Well, he's still got a minute to work with. They're trying to pick them off one by one. Perfecto seems to know exactly where this, oh my god, player in T-Spawn is! He's pouring it down to a 1 versus 1. Perfecto, 4 kills in the round. He's on for the ace here. Up against Jimmy, though. They're pretty far removed from each other. Needs to recover the bomb. 40 seconds. It's outside B for now. He has no idea where the young Finn could be. He's got the AWP and low health as well. Just 10 to his name. But this would be for the Ace-Sanders. And to extend that lead for Team India.
An ace in a show match with an AWP up against Sampayas as well. It starts with a no-scope. It's a lot to ask for. If he wants to go to the bomb side, he has to run right now. He can't really walk around any longer.
Yeah, he has to go.
This is taking a long time. I think he might be dead to time. You know, it's a show match, but they can't help but take it seriously, though. This is a little bit tense. 8 seconds on the clock, and I think Jimmy's got the right idea. Sneaks in, lets him linger in the smoke for all of a second. It's Team Pakistan back on the board. A 3rd round for them.
Absolutely true. It was hard fought. If it comes down to the 1 versus 1, Perfecto, even with 4 kills in the round, wasn't quite enough.
God. Perfecto the AWP.
We've seen it a couple of times, even this tournament. Nice to bring it out. And it will be a disappointing result, but Pakistan will be closing the gap here. Sampayas staying away from that AWP. His main weapon, happy to operate with the M4 here. Bear in mind, they've got $16,000. No craziness this round, but Jimfat, it's Munche, as smooth as Mumbai Chai, starting to mow them down, as we will see a Rossi response at least.
Losing 2 people at the start of the round are definitely not easy. And they could vote on which team gets smoked. So right now it looks like it's going to be Team India. Pakistan, they might have a bit of an advantage going into the upcoming round here.
Oh, it's the smoke.
It is the smoke. Your favorite round, Henry.
Oh, it's actually happening.
Yeah, well, they try to boost over to look through into the bomb site. Not going to find anyone. Again, Jimfat and Ismuche coming up with some great kills, and it's just default to left. 1 versus 4. And they're not even really rushing him down. They're flanking him, in fact. And Smuchi gets the last kill on top of everything else. That ties the game here. Pakistan catching up to India now.
Oh, they really are. Turning up the heat here in Abu Dhabi. You can think that there's been a tone shift there now. You can see that it's actually turning into a competitive game. These real gun rounds, they're actually giving it everything they've got out there. This one falls in favor of Pakistan. We tie things up. And what have we got next, Anders? What could possibly be in store for us going forward here? We've seen absolutely everything so far. Oh dear, is it smoky in here? As we'll see, one of these teams suffer the fate of a very difficult round. It means an actual IRL smoke bomb's going to be deployed, and looks like Team India are going to have to be the ones to deal with it.
Yeah, the fans voted, and this is the result. So, Perfecto, I think he's actually tried this before, so at least he can brace himself, but the rest of them maybe not so much. It does get thick with smoke in there. You really gonna hold your breath if you can for 2 minutes. It's doable. Oh, we got the Krieger coming out now. It's Rossi picking that one up. Haven't seen a Krieg too much in CS2, so I applaud it. Try and see if you could pave the way for something interesting. A little bit of a shot here for Ghost. You can still see, it's fine. Executor goes down, a 4-on-5 to ensue. Sunpius still not with the AWP. Maybe he's just being, a sportsman here, trying to play fair. You know what Sunpius could do with that sniper. Rossi, look at this!
Oh!
Double kill with the Krieg, Henry.
Yeah.
Through the smoke as well. They've opened up the bomb site. They should be able to get the bomb plant here.
Yeah, fancies himself Sashin Tendulkar of Counter-Strike, it seems. As we will see Perfecto answering the call with the AWP. Finds himself a couple of kills towards the end. Team India back on the board. Beautiful work there. Rossi mowing them down, making that Krieg work as at range as well.
Yeah, he's actually perfected the scope spray. That's rare. You don't normally get to see that, but good job. And Perfecto trying to land a job as a future AWPer somewhere. The whole conversation on Cloud9 is that they need an AWPer. So maybe Perfecto saying, you know what, I'm it.
He could be the guy.
Let's not make any changes.
Well, it's Sunpius. He's had enough here. You can feel this game slipping away. We're getting to round number 10. Rossi opening the fragging once again. He's looking red hot out there. Oh my goodness. It is going to be great shots at Ranger. This is starting to turn into a real competitive game. You can see this skill shining through from these players. A 3 versus 2. Perfecto and Tesses left once again to pick up the pieces here. Sunpius,
the bomb is.
Where is it?
Dropped towards the A bomb site. So one way or another, they're going to have to rotate this way. Team Pakistan seem to know they are already grouped up, practically standing on top of the bomb. That could be a bit of a problem, but we'll see. Look at who they're up against. Bullet. Oh, he takes down Tessus. Great work. And Smoochie just catching the perfect timing and taking down Perfecto. That is a bit of a comeback in the making here as Team Pakistan start to climb back up. Tied up 5-5 as we head into the next round.
It's neck and neck.
And no one's getting away with anything here. Oh, and it's the gravity, Henry. Okay. This is where things get really
on Anubis
wild.
Especially, I think the skybox is now in CSU being fully open. You can actually go anywhere. You could actually just jump over the map entirely, get yourself into a bomb site, and we'll see how high they can go.
Auto shotguns. I believe you are super accurate in the air. So, yeah, you can just fly up.
Off they go.
Are they ever coming down? No way. Let's see how accurate the Deagle is. He's certainly trying, but Henry, you're also exposed up there. You obviously can't really find any cover in the middle of the air, so he's trying. Tess is looking up on top of the bomb site with a shotgun, raining down hell from above, even throwing Molotovs from up there. It's defaulted to get the killer return. Look at Rossi. He's not firing the gun. Look at how sneaky he is.
The Indian space program is coming to get you. Watch out, Sunpius. Here he comes, Rossi. Oh, in the back. Sunpius didn't see it coming. Gets a face full of lead. As Jimfap holds on for dear life. You can see the grenades are affected as well. They're floating through the air. And Tess says, oh, he's actually got some sort of
stuck
insane position here. He can't move. Can he fire any bullets? I think he might be there forever.
He's clipped inside of the brush. And there we go. All right. He found a way out. Unbelievably sneaky. He gets the kill, spins around, has to reload now. Yeah, he used the Glock instead. He's trying to maneuver, trying to stay active so to not get shot down. Almost got Executor here, but Executor's now falling into the map. What level of madness is this, Henry? I've never seen anything like it.
Who comes out on top? Executor's gone for the rifle. You can see it's not really working out for him. He's getting chipped away at that shotgun. Will eventually get him. The bullets aren't landing though. The Glock doesn't have the range, Anders. It doesn't seem to be landing. 15 seconds remaining. Who comes out on top? It's a big round. It's 5-5 right now. 10 seconds remaining. Testis doesn't have the bomb. Needs to find the kill right here, right now. Few more pop shots. 5 seconds to go. One more will do it. Testis, no! He hits it! And the shotgun prevails. India takes the lead. One more round to go as you see 6-5 come through.
He really squeezed the last seconds out of that round, and he really tried to make sure. What on earth is happening? Hiding inside of the walls.
Where are you, Tessa?
Yeah, Perfecto's asking, where are you, Tessus? Nobody knows. Unbelievable. The last round of the half is coming up now. India with a 1-round lead. See if they can make it 2 at the end of it here. We got normal rifles coming out once again. Some pious going down, but he did take Rossi with him. Nice shot from Executor at range. That's Ghost being dropped in the middle.
Pakistan looking to tie things up here. Bear in mind, this game's important for them. India undefeated against Pakistan in the Cricket World Cup, Anders. Just want to put it out there. So this would be massive for Pakistan to pick this one up in Counter-Strike and show they are the stronger nation here. As Perfecto fighting for his life here outside the B bomb site. It's going to be a 3 versus 2. It's Tessus and Perfecto once again, this deadly potent duo. Looking to answer back, but I don't think they've got enough. I think Pakistan might have actually found the winning round here in the very final moments. 3 players remaining. Perfecto would have to do something unthinkable with the Desert Eagle. Jimfap waiting towards A main. Ladies and gentlemen, it's been an excellent first half, and it will be Teams Pakistan answering back here, tying things up. We're just turning up the heat here in the arena. It's like a nice Indian Vindaloo, Anders, as we get ready for the halftime break. We'll see you after this.
Let's bait them. Oh no. I flash mid. Go mid. I
can go
flash
in,
mid. Go. Fine.
What the fuck is happening?
I think I
think they are going towards middle. Yeah, middle.
Oh my god.
Mid.
Nice.
I'm netting the smoke. I'm dead. I dead myself.
What the fuck?
Bro, plant the bomb, you win. Oh my god, you just want to steal. Let's go. No! Oh my god, we got it.
I'm dead.
Last cave, I think. Yes. No.
Let's fucking go!
Nice.
India known to have some of the best spin bowlers in the world, Anders, but it wasn't quite enough in the nade-only round. Team Pakistan managed to pick that one up. Nice insight to the team speak there as we get ready. Ladies and gentlemen, the final half. Team India versus Pakistan. Let's make some noise. Get the arena alive as we get ready for an opening pick. It is going to be Team India finding that first frag.
Yeah, Sun Pius out-opening Perfecto finally. Perfecto's been getting the better of him so far. And they're off to a good start here. A little bit of a trade coming in, though. It's Ghost taking down his Smoochie, and Bullets will drop Rossi, so the trades continue, but it's Team Pakistan coming out on top, at least for the minute. A double push coming out of the bottom side, a knife out, but he gets shut down, Henry. Ghost will take him out. Team India not wanting to get rid of this round just yet. It's Jim Fat and Bullet left. 2 versus 3. Trying to see if he can walk into the smoke with an AWP in his hand. That surely is instant death if you come out the other side.
Well, here we have it. A tense moment here, all the way back in T-spawn. Team Pakistan on the back foot here. Bullets. Knows a chance he can save this one, but he is taken down. It's a hell of a flash from default here. Jim Fat with the AWP, not known to be an AWP, but it will be Team India picking up the first round of the second half. 7-6, neck and neck. Oh my god, it was a straight up no-scope. What?
I missed that.
How has he
That's
done that?
so ridiculous. Okay.
Okay.
We're learning something new every day, I guess.
Yeah, don't see many of those.
Why even bother scoping at this point, you know? All right. Calling for a friend, calling for some help, maybe. Team India's pulled ahead once again. 7-6. It's a one-round lead, but they're on the CT side now.
Yeah, Team Pakistan looking to shove a bit of that biryani heat down their throats with the A main push. They've managed to trade out Rossi. We'll see the grenades deployed here. Perfecto to defend. Can't quite land the shots here. 4 versus 4. It's Ghost with the AWP as well. A double orb setup. You don't see many of those on Anubis, Sanders. They're blocked off by the utility, taking damage en route. Pakistan needs to try and get through. All of this utility has been deployed, and some players will find one, but they've taken so much damage. Double kill from Tesses. It looks like they're done for here. As the CTs are just holding on, it's way too much. Smoochie will have no chance whatsoever, and Team India will take yet another round. 2-0 in the second half as they get closer and closer to victory here. This historic rivalry coming to a head. And you can see as Tess says how much damage he found through the smoke at that point. It already taken so much on Rue by virtue of the grenades as well. But it's a clean and clinical finish.
He didn't see a single person that he was shooting at. All of them were just through the smoke. I think the second one was just the last bullet coming through the smoke, and he picked it up anyway. Well, you know what this means, Henry.
Hyperspeed has been activated. I hope you're ready for this one because it's going to be crazy. Oh yes indeed, ladies and gentlemen, it's the Hyperspeed round. It's difficult to keep this one up, but we're going to see lots of kills coming in from Pakistan. This is more like it. The bomb replanted straight away. We are going to see if it's going to be possible to retake the bomb site. There's absolute pandemonium out there right now. Goes with the P90. Oh, he's making it work. They got the defuse in. It's already over. It looked like it was going to be a perfect round for Pakistan, but they can't hold on. The fastest round in Counter-Strike history, perhaps.
That goes by so quickly. The P90, it's a favorite for this kind of round. My God, that was lightning quick. You'd like to see it. And again, the scoreline slipping away from Team Pakistan ever so slightly here. I don't even know what happened towards the end. It was too quick. 9-6. Team India taking a sizable lead, and Ghost will take down his Smoochie to start the round with 4 versus 5 here. Sun Pius, KDB the difference maker. Oh, he's caught Rossi. Good timing. And Jimfat was flashed as well, but he will still get the return. 3 versus 3. They need this one, Team Pakistan.
Oh yeah, they're starting to get that deli belly right now. It's not feeling good. They can feel everything starting to slip out of their bodies at this point, as it will be Jimfat answering back. Pakistan, they do need this one. Perfecto, Tesses. And it's not going to be quite enough. I think finally Pakistan have broken through in the second half. Tesses with a mountain to climb here. Jimfat should be able to take him down. There it is! Pakistan will find their first. It's toward that A-bomb site once again, this time finding success.
Oh, they needed that. It's about time. We heard something from the Pakistani side here towards the second half. We'll see if they can keep this up. I did like the start from Rossi. He looked like he had good timing. Looked like he had the aim to maybe win another fight there against Jimfat, who just ends up closing out the round. Still, 9-7 the scoreline. Seeing the AWP and Ghost once again, but otherwise, no sculpture in play for this one. And Smooch is actually top fragging with 16 kills right now. I guess Perfecto on the other side with 20, but yeah. What an experience for these guys. It looks like it might be the Team Pakistan next time that's going to be smoked off, Henry. The vote is rigged. No matter what you vote, it's going to happen.
Yeah, it's a good point. It has to come through. And we'll now see round number 17 underway. Pakistan. Mid-control. Some pious. Tip of the spear. Look at that first kill. Consents players on the other side. The smoke is blown wide open. And he'll take down Tesses. It's Rossi. Bit of a Bollywood star of Counter-Strike, it seems, Anders. He's actually managing to put up some decent numbers here. Gets some of the double digits. As we will see a 4 versus 3 ensue.
Until he starts catching bullet, I'm not calling it Bollywood yet. But yeah, you're right, Henry. There's actually something. Default, good shot on Sun Pius. 1 versus 1 against Executor on the other side. It's Default to come out on top. India to 10. Things are looking real good for them at the moment.
Oh, yes, indeed. Couple more rounds, we'll find the map point. Bear in mind, it is a best of 1. We know the smoke bomb's coming once again. And it is going to be happening right here, right now, ladies and gentlemen. The best part of the show. And now it'll be down to Team Pakistan to deal with this one. They're already trailing behind, Anders.
Yeah, now
this is the last thing they need at this stage.
They're playing with this. I swear they've got more smoke as well on the side, you know. Let's see if they can play through it anyway. Again, just have to hold your breath for about 2 minutes to get it done. With a little bit of practice. Try and see if you can make it through without getting too distracted. You know, gets in your eyes, that smoke. Like, you're going to have to blink a lot more. It's just not a comfortable sensation at all. Jimfat locked in, clearing all the angles. Playing like it was any other game at the moment. They are setting up for an attack towards the A-bomb site. Looks like they're going to get flashed out, but they're pushing in front. Oh, this is going to be a... Looks like it should be an opening. Rossi, I can't believe that he's still alive back there. Finally, he will get finished off, but still, Tessis is on the site. And he's good for at least the 1. They keep it going. They're over on the bomb site. There might be a bomb hard to follow it here. Perfecto shows up, and before the bomb can even go down, they pick up another round. They get it to 11, Henry. It's really started. Team India, they're pulling ahead in a massive way. If Team Pakistan want to make it back right now, they have to start winning rounds.
They really do. And I guess you have to put it down to the smoke screen on that one, Anders. Like, what are they supposed to do? You can't really see your monitor. You're struggling for air in there. And yeah, you can see how difficult that'll make things. Jimmy's not happy about it. And it looks like Team India 1 step closer to victory at this point. It's smoke all around. You can see it's affecting everyone in those booths. As we go to a bullet bonanza. Now, what could that possibly mean, Anders?
It means you can keep shooting forever and ever and ever, Henry.
Never have to reload.
Never run out. So which gun have you always wanted to just hold down and just keep it going? Well, it looks like some has picked up the AWP. I don't know why. There we go. Look at the rate of fire as well.
Yeah, increases the fire rate of the weapons. And I guess you get all the bullets as well. So we'll see whether it affects the AK-47. Will it even be worse? Will it be difficult to handle the recoil here? Time will tell.
Oh, there's a huge flank for the middle already. Ghost really role-playing his name right now. He's walked up all the way behind it. Absolutely not ready for it. Sunpias is there. The spray is insane. Taking down Nzuchi on the other side. 3 versus 5.
Yeah, and you can hear there's AK-47. So much stopping power now. The high rate of fire. Sounds like a MAC-10 out there. As India getting closer and closer now to map points. Finding glory against Pakistan. It's just like the Cricket World Cup all over again. Pakistan need to fight back at this one. Is there any way Jimmy can save them? It doesn't look like it. Rossi looking for a huge spray, and it will be map point for Team India.
Oh my God. They actually went and found them outside. They're up to 12. It looked like it was a great start. Ghost coming up with these 2 shots here, and Team Pakistan just unable to return into the round here. Look at the spray there. He even finished it off. Glad they're enjoying themselves. Ghost, I think, ending up with a triple in that one. They just need 1 more round.
They do indeed.
Best Pakistan can do now is tie the game, and they can walk away.
Well, that's the whole thing. But we're going into slow motion territory, and there was absolute pandemonium
when we went hyperspeed, but now it's going to be a much more subdued affair. How do you feel about this?
Well, you know how I feel about this. This is the Counter-Strike ASMR, Henry. This is where it just gets nice and chill.
To be fair, this is how my voice sounds most of the time. This is my default voice. I don't think people would even know the difference, but we'll see if this is going to assist Pakistan. We're going bullet time here, Matrix mode. And we'll see if there's anything left to be said. 1 more round would do it for India. Bear in mind, this is all about the draft. Check it out. We will have more information on the Blast TV website. And it's kicking off in January. It's a chance to give South Asian Counter-Strike representation to play with Counter-Strike legends. There's a LAN happening in January in Malaysia. But it looks like India might have done enough here. Sunpias answering back. It's like a frag movie out there.
It really is. It's dangerous. Any jump, any grenades thrown, you don't want to be doing that because it takes such a long time to get the gun back out. Oh, bullets. Some beautiful headshots keeping the dream alive for Pakistan right now. Sunpias gets a shot. They're actually turning this around. It's just Perfecto, 1 versus 2.
Perfecto. What have you got for us? They're coming in his direction. First kill will almost certainly be his, but Sunpias trying to bait out the shots. He nails it, and Perfecto needs 1 more kill. Are we all said and done, ladies and gentlemen? This could be it, but Bullet, he says no!
Absolutely terrifying, Henry. But you know what? It's worked out. Bullet, he was the man to save the team. They get to play on. They need another 4 rounds behind this one, but my God, he was accurate in this round. Beautiful.
Just when you thought it was all over, Red Rover, we do see Pakistan with a fighting chance here now. It will take 4 rounds in a row just to tie the game up. We've gone for a triple AWP setup for Team India. Led by Perfecto. He's got 23 kills right now. And it will be Defaulter. He's had a interesting second half as well. Rossi's been fantastic. Start with the future of India.
They're actually doing great work at the moment. They really are.
And that might be it.
Yeah, getting rid of Jim
20
Fats.
HP.
What a massive player to take down. A shot onto Executor as well. He is dead. Perfecto will find him. Rossi out hunting. It's all on Sunpias. I don't think the Spaniard could do this. 1 versus 5 to try and salvage the show match for Team Pakistan. There's a lot of weight on his shoulders at the moment.
Come on, Sunpias, you can do this. You've won better clutches than this before, but they're surrounding him, Anders. First kill will be his. Oh, no! It's the knife in between the shoulder blades of Sunpias, and it will be Team India to close things out. The favourites coming into it, and they managed to have a dominant victory there. A very, very good game. And actually, the individuals of India shining bright as well. It wasn't just about Perfecto and Tesses. That was a great team effort.
Yeah, they had a lot of individuals showing, I think, on the Pakistani side as well. Yeah, a starting rivalry in Counter-Strike. As you said, it exists in other sports, but we want to get it in here as well for the region. And again, to see what kind of talent is there. Hopefully we can find that.
Oh, absolutely true, Anders. An amazing show match. Thank you so much to our participants. That was Team India versus Pakistan. We're going to throw it down to Freya to build the hype for the grand final. We'll see you there.
Etihad Arena, Counter-Strike fans around the world, this is the Blast Premier World Final, and this is what it has all come down to. Are you guys ready? That's more like it. Now for these two teams, they have certainly shown that they are the best throughout this year, and it has been a crazy year. We started with CSGO, we're ending it with CS2. We've seen the major trophy lifted by Vitality. We've seen them play with 3 different rosters and finding success across multiple events. Then CS2, FaZe came up and they started to dominate once again, but now they've made a change of their own. And now it all comes down to this match to end the year on a big, big high. Now let me check with you guys. We got some Vitality fans in the house? And what about FaZe? And are you guys just ready for a great game? No, that's too quiet. Let me hear you! This matchup is going to be special. This is the perfect grand final, and it's exactly what we wanted. So let's get into it.
There is no secret to success. Success is the result of meticulous preparation, hard work, and learning from your past mistakes. And for FaZe, they have embodied success throughout their Blast World Final journey.
But it's FaZe to take themselves to semi-finals.
The road has been long and hard fought, but amidst the chaos of battle emerged these chosen few. Carrigan, Rain, Frozen, Robs, Brokey.
All three. 2 banana, 1 long. Banana long. 16, bro. Fucking animal.
Brothers in arms, ready to take to the stage for one final fight. One final crusade stands between them and ultimate glory. This is the Blast World Final.
FaZe make their way to the grand final in Abu Dhabi.
This is FaZe Clan.
Their style and consistency is one to be marveled at, and a change of player is not enough to stop the flow state they found themselves in with CS2. Now they have a chance to get revenge for Copenhagen and show the world that their own improvements can do more than give them an edge, but give them another trophy to end the year on a high. Brokey! The Latvian laser. Rain! The architect. Carrigan! The fearless leader. Frozen! The chance to grab his first FaZe trophy. Rops! The one with the game. Etihad Arena, let me hear it for FaZe Clan!
Where all others have fallen, Vitality remains standing. Their every move throughout this journey has been a masterclass of consistency. Their strategy and camaraderie, a marvel to behold. All eyes are on them as they take to the stage for one last time this year.
Messi.
As they stand on the precipice of greatness, Apex, Zywoo, Flames, Mezzy, Spinks, have all shown unyielding grit and determination. Together, they stride into the final challenge, intent on becoming Blast World Final champions.
These bees are going from strength to strength, looking seemingly unstoppable since they made the change. The first success was found in Copenhagen, and now here, with a 7-match win streak to their name and only 1 game standing away from glory. This could be the toughest test yet, but one this squad has proven ready for. Spinks! The ferocious. Zaiwu! The chosen one. Apex! The adaptive and accomplished captain. Flames! The fiery one. Mezzy! The king, British royalty. V is for victory! V is for vitality!
What's up, Abu Dhabi? Thank you so much for having us, and welcome to the World Final Grand Finals.
Yeah, the #1 ranked team versus the #2 ranked team one last time in 2023. It feels like the stage has been set wonderfully. It feels like all roads at the start of CS2 have led us here to the Etihad Arena to just crown the final champions of this year. And the fact that FaZe come out of the gate in this version of the game as dominant as they were, only to meet their maker. Kerrigan on home soil couldn't get it done. He'll have one final chance, and it is you who sets the stage with us. Abu Dhabi, make some noise!
Let's go! We got Inferno up first in the rematch. We saw what Vitality did on Inferno yesterday. They look leagues ahead of everyone else. If there's one contender, it's got to be FaZe. They're looking for their best game of the event. That's the only way they're going to win this matchup. Yes, they got to this point, but they didn't play Vitality. Not in this form.
Nah, we saved it to the very end, right? Best for last. Kerrigan taking it to the T side on his opponent's map pick. Battle of the minds between Apex and Kerrigan. And Apex, just on an individual level, looking sharper than we could have ever expected to round out 2023. They get a little bit of brackets control off the flash. Nothing too rowdy so far from this T side.
They're waiting for the flash lane retake. It's not coming yet, just now. Exec will be, however. Defense is calcified completely. Full passive setup, sitting and waiting.
Apex smoked out of library. Suddenly Zaiwu is going to feel like he is too exposed, so understandably dropping towards pit. His dualies, they go down with nothing. Flamesy from inside of the site, dropped out. We do get Apex with a wonderful peek out from library with a player breathing down his back in Brokey. He gets out and ahead of the hit.
Looking for a timing on this smoke. It could be his head. It is. He gets domed by Brokey.
Oh, good trade back from Spinks, though. Frozen into the clutch in the first round of the Grand Finals. And he tucks it in. And they've lost track of him, but there's 2 of them. And they're both fully health, and they've both hit hard so far this event. Nice push! Glock up close! Falls to the hands of Spinks. It's Vitality with CT Pistol.
Yeah, there's the #2 on Vitality. Okay, we got Zaiwu, who's won every single MVP for this organization since he's joined the roster. But when Spinks started playing well, that's when they started winning more than 1 tournament a year. That's this year. That's Paris. That's Gamers 8. That's the Blast Fall Finals. That's Rio. That's them looking for now the Blast World Final at the end. On either side of the FaZe victories here in CS2, it has been Spinks, the #2.
Frozen coming into this squad, obviously looking to, I think, touch a trophy as soon as he gets to put on the black and red of FaZe Clan.
He looks so right in that jersey. He really does.
Speaking to Kerrigan at the start of the event, he says any single time FaZe takes to a stage, any single time they're at an event, it's for the win. It's for the trophy. You don't play for FaZe to get a top 8. And so expectations on Frozen out of the gate have to be massive. The best North American player to ever do it is who he replaces. Each of these teams with fresh faces towards the tail end of 23. Now we talk about the great minds of Apex and Kerrigan, both of them kind of going through the same motions, implementing new stars. Flamesy falling back, done after the 1. Speaking of Frozen, he does get his kill, and Apex doesn't like the amount of health he's left over, so they fall back 2-2 to the sights.
It's an effortless high-low setup here with the cover being in the perfect position. Flamesy could actually afford to die. He even gets a kill, so that helps out a lot. FaZe looking for an econ victory. They force up, they have good guns, but Vitality know that they were buying into this round.
Met by a smoke at 50 seconds, not ideal.
Yeah. Happy to see it there rather than at 30, but it looks like there will be a refresh of it as well. So.
Yeah, and then an incendiary not long after.
But we've seen a problem sometimes when they try to block. I think there still is a chance for FaZe. They want to brute force it.
They're grouped up, and Mezzy starts to lean closer to Arch. Here comes the execute. Good amount of nades for FaZe to get this done, but there will be a Molly front sight, which means Spinks can just stay locked in. And Apex buying a lot of time before that one goes down. They're gonna have to charge through it. Rain down to just measly points of health, and Spinks is a single kill. Remember, 10 health here for Apex. If he wants to charge down this bomb, it's little bits of HP, and he can't stop it. So we've got a force buy, bomb down, post plant for FaZe, and they're not able to get off site. Kerrigan trades right back, and Zywoo's up next, there to take them both down. His SMG succeeds, but it's a costly conversion for Vitality.
It is, yeah, that's a clutch for Vitality, but as you mentioned, it cost a lot. So 10-second Diffuse comes in, and FaZe will at least have made some money on this round. It could have been worse for sure. They ran in through a smoke, had to run through a Molotov as well, and if there wasn't an instant dink on Spinks, you better believe they wouldn't have even got that plant off. So here we go. Between Rain and Kerrigan, the entries of FaZe consistently coming in at 25% of the opening attempts for FaZe. Linking that one together.
You know, Kerrigan's been giving us some uncharacteristically good rounds as of late, but it's hard to catch up to Apex because he is just that much better.
Also, for whoever just watched yesterday, not so much, obviously.
Fair.
Yeah, so Kerrigan's been good for sure, but he has actually kind of gotten worse. The event's gone on. That won't cut it now.
No, but early kills for him.
Oh,
a lot of pressure out of this.
Man, those were two pretty big opportunities. They were walking up, weren't expecting someone to be there, missed their shot. But what's important for the CTs is they stay alive. So it's a nomadic rotation out of Vitality. It's 2 remain now on this side of the map. We've almost got a Na'Vi-esque setup out of Vitality with the amount of passive angles being held with low information. Let's see if the read is correct. We're going to follow that bomb.
Numbers not here for Vitality. We talked about Mezzy, obviously at times questionable in the pit. The new piece of Vitality. He who stands just behind Zywoo. The one who casts the greatest shadow for this squad, and now he's just tucked down behind box. They get really deep before any CT starts to try and pull them back. Beautiful delay here, and one player out gets called, but they do clear 2, then 3. Frozen's double, but the smoke comes up, and now Frozen stuck inside sight, goes for the bomb plant, gun comes out. There's a gap on the side of this, I think. Zywoo presses alongside, sure enough, just coming out and catching Frozen on timing.
Yeah, that was brave. They couldn't go through the smoke right away because of the reload, but they still were ready to go through at the same time. Impossible to break up that split. And that fresh smoke, that would have given Frozen too much.
Vitality let FaZe get dangerously close to that bomb site.
Definitely. That was an amazing hold, honestly, considering that they were getting wrapped fully, right? That's the idyllic split for the T side to get arch control, to get this much space. So it's pretty impressive to have two players put up frags like this. When FaZe look back on this round and they think, okay, well, we could have definitely tricked them both easily playing within the site. Another close round, but another close round win here from Vitality. Yesterday, we saw them go down 6-1 versus Na'Vi on Inferno. It looked so ugly at first, and they came back into that game.
Yeah, what brought them back, of course, was some of those more aggressive peaks out towards the A site, putting ZywOo's off on mid, just getting eyes in apartments, and pretty consistently catching Bit over there for Na'Vi specifically. You know, that'll now be Rops in this instance, in this head-to-head, who's on the other side from the front line. Flames onto Frozen to kick it off, and good grenade damage as well. There's a little bit of a chase here from Kerrigan. He has found timing that could very well catch a half-health Flames off guard. Yes! Kerrigan wastes no time getting into the site. Brokey, instant headshot. Just like that, B-site crumbles.
Yeah, that's it. That's an off-game plan play out of Kerrigan. Just heads up. Decided to make the decision. Wasn't spotted and noticed that they were in the middle of rotating out. That's something that he needed to do.
Kerrigan smelling blood in the water on the B site. Even with his support in Brokey being half health because of the grenade, Kerrigan still tries to make that happen. And with it, FaZe's fourth round is the first on the board.
This is why we always talked about them as LAN Clan. And those are the kind of plays that they're willing to make. And it's not actually Kerrigan who is often the one to make the play. It's everybody else who has the ability to come forward with an aggressive lurk, for Rops to peek out of halls, for Twist to try to peek something as well. And Kerrigan can do it too. You know, this is FaZe showing the range. More than just a game plan team, more than just a system that executes. There are 5 autonomous individuals that are armed with all the knowledge that they need to make informed choices, even if they're alone. And in this circumstance, he had his team behind him. Perfect cover here from Brokey. He felt the punish coming. Maybe cool guys do look at explosions.
Oh, can't help it when they're this big. FaZe on the big screen.
That's
it
nice.
May just be their first and the fourth, but man, there were openings in each of these rounds. Yes. So
that was actually the most unlikely one that they won. They were so close to closing out the other rounds, yeah.
4 tight rounds of Counter-Strike. Really all we can ask for between these two teams. Ranked number 1 and 2 in the last match of the year.
Flames had sort of an off game on CT side Inferno yesterday. Looking for a slightly better day, but they survived anyway. Opening here for ZywOo, but it's not on Rops. Right? That's the important thing. It's not on Rops inside of mid as the lurk. It's just on Rain. So their plan's still under guys. Exec coming, 2v4 in the site.
Apex again looking to support Flames in the back site, but dies to the smoke spam. Flames looking to carve a player off the top, but it's just the pit push first. Kerrigan on smoke, gets himself a second. I mean, he's off to the races. 6-3 start.
That's something really smart that FaZe do. Everybody is playing off the coffin smoke in the exact same way right now. We saw what ZywOo did from that position. This is so key, that FaZe. They jumped up for a second, but they didn't commit over like you would in CSGO. Now, is there a chance that they go for this retake? It looks like they're intent on punishing exits. It's 3v3, lots of time left on the clock, but they're walking away from this one. So again, if we compare this to previous rounds, CSGO, you jump up oranges, you clear it as your teammates go all the way across to the grill, and then you start to clear the back of the site. You punish the left side peak from the top of oranges from quad, you punish the right side peak from grill, and then you take the site. But in CS2, that smoke is so poofy from coffins, it's working out very well for the CTs to push out. And if they committed, Flames would have definitely got a pick off, if not 2.
Oh, you could see him staring at oranges. Hell, the first player almost climbed all the way up.
Yeah.
Decided not, went pit.
2 of them did that, yeah. They're breaking habits right there. And this is 4v5.
And ZywOo, obviously, just so clean, snaps back, right? You try to get a flash on him, get him off his angle, but ZywOo mechanically just the best. Kerrigan doing great things at the start of map 1 here. You know, feels like very much so. Vitality's floor has risen thanks to Apex, 3rd highest rated player behind Mezzi and ZywOo coming into the last match of the year. Kerrigan hoping to go tit for tat tonight. Again, FaZe going to take a quick look towards that banana. A little bit of pressure, as it has been.
Yeah, these are two inspiring rounds. I thought this was going to be a 5-0 start, and FaZe were going to claw back into it, but they got their X Factor round early. And I think they survived a couple of disappointing losses as well within this already. So we start off with a very exciting game. Now Vitality down to their bottom dollar on this round. Low grenades on Inferno is first sign of a loss. You need to have that more than you need to have good guns. They almost don't have both. Now they have the op at least on ZywOo. And he has been swinging it lately.
Yeah, but nobody...
Oh my god, they're trying it again, but guns out this time? Yeah.
Yeah,
they're just more careful.
ZywOo will miss a shot, and Spinks is instantly dead. But Mezzi's position with this SMG, he can just peek off the side of it. No second kill out of him. ZywOo in the pocket, the most dangerous man in the server. And Apex has come through already. Missed quick scope, desperate bomb plant. ZywOo's burning.
That's big.
Almost dead, 4 health left, all he has to work with. We're gonna get a slow wrap as Rops looks for the impact. And ZywOo, he can sense him, but he can't see him. Rops comes wide, gets the clear. And now the last CT slow to the approach. Flamesy off of middle. Both of these Ts for FaZe in the pocket.
He can give him full info, at least.
It's gonna have to be sick headshots coming out of Flames here. A close approach. The lead is on the line. FaZe tie at 3.
Oh man, are FaZe gonna have more fight this match? Because that's what we're seeing right now. 3-round comeback. On the site hit, multiple guns failing. Multiple guns failing in decent positions. Vitality yesterday get 2 apiece on a couple of these players. The MP9 doesn't do enough. ZywOo can't find this trade on Brokey. Flames gets nothing again. Even 1 kill in that retake, and I would have wondered, is there a chance? Vitality are getting caught off a little bit.
Ooh, but give ZywOo enough chances, he's gonna hit something.
Yeah.
Early scout damage for Rops to deal with. But that scout's not supported by much. You just said the utility is essential. Barely any of it here in round 7. Vitality were caught early on versus Na'Vi yesterday. 6-0 lead to kick off Inferno before the CT side started to get more aggressive. And we've seen a glimpse of that, but I do feel like Vitality had already just returned back to more passive. Hyper passive at times in the A site with 2 players behind boxes. Right now it's top orange. Kerrigan snaps up, gets there.
Oh, and they don't even try because last time Brokey was posted on this angle. Kerrigan with 2.
Another double for Kerrigan on the B play. Sure, he'll expose to ZywOo on the cross, but now that the smoke's there shouldn't be an issue. Just don't jump up. Brokey almost offering a second. Now, you've got Rops tagged, you've got Brokey tagged. That's ZywOo setting up the pistols. Oh, Frozen just sends a couple rounds through smoke and takes the head off.
This is massive for Kerrigan's story at this event. This is a great way to start this map. And him being the tip of the spear on that first walk-in is where they started, and now they're 4 rounds back on the comeback. Don't think this is going to happen, Mezzi, but let's see if he can get any punishes. He's dancing with death right now, but I think there is an incentive here for the CTs to try to get a kill because almost every round so far has been 2 or less alive for FaZe. This will be the first where they have 4.
So not only...
Spinks failing a little bit.
Yes, sir.
Mezzi not getting 2 on that pit round. Flamesy struggling with his spray. FaZe are mad about the fall final.
I mean, as they should be, right? Denying Kerrigan a trophy lift on home soil. Denying FaZe the continuity of being the best CS2 team out of the gate. You know, nobody will ever touch the Ninjas in Pajamas, but FaZe were making that run.
That's what they were trying to be at the beginning of the new game, essentially.
And their streak soured by Vitality.
Big time. And it was well earned. It was well earned from Vitality. I mean, their strugglesome event was Sydney, where ZywOo only got like the 1.10, which is human. And for Vitality, they had to let sort of FaZe take over from that point. But they came back right in at the end, at the fall final, to end the streak. Their aim is to make FaZe look as bad as possible here at the World Final, and FaZe want revenge. 8 rounds deep, full buy. Ironically, this time, no op.
No way he presses this again. We saw what happened when he tried to test Apex, but now it's versus Zywoo. Oh, Kerrigan!
He's finding all the timings right now.
And he's able to jump into the arch. Perfect space creation here from Kerrigan. He has the CT player scrambled. Suddenly, Apex versus Kerrigan and Spawn. I mean,
they're looking for him now. His team wasn't ready to exec, but he's broken apart the structure a little bit.
He was so fast, but as is Spinks getting back into his slot towards this A site, if they think they can just overwhelm, the numbers are here for the defense. Mezzi pulling Rain off of the approach. Now, half of the pack still stays back, but Rops will hold the front line. And it's man advantage CTs for now, but it's delayed.
Yeah, they need to be prudent about their rotations and still get information, and they do that, but Brokey trades back.
There we go. An op kill for Brokey. We've been waiting to see it, and now he finds his mark.
And you can see Flames, he's looking for the arch timing. They don't know if the lurk is coming in, but 45 seconds, and time is limited here for FaZe. The lane retake is massive for Vitality's information.
Frozen looking for the headshot. Ooh, and as he looks away and gets dinked, it is a perfect shot from Brokey.
Oh, now they need a massive failure to lose, right? We've got 2 players who are just confirmed to be dinked. But 20 seconds, they got to go.
And they're going to have to run. They're going to have to throw caution to the wind, and this will bring them straight to the crosshair of Flames. This should be an easy pushover. Sure enough, bomb hits the deck. Second one's dead. The dink set him up.
Yeah.
Clean shot from Brokey, but that dink on the second player means no support for the trade towards B.
That delay in the mid round is a little bit sort of, you wouldn't see that, I think, with Twist in the map. Now, it's not like Frozen doesn't know how to play a mid round, but you wouldn't see them taking too long in that situation. That's still this period where they're getting used to playing with each other, okay? An instant trade right there would have spelled disaster, but I mean, Flamesy, that was a layup for him. Those low HP players. They couldn't find that last frag. They run into B, they die. FaZe use a first timeout after losing that round. And this is such a close game already. It's been a great start, honestly.
I can't believe some of the antics that Kerrigan's getting into. That press through smoke 2 rounds ago into Apex holding CT cross. And then this last round, I mean, he just took it to Zywoo. You don't catch Zywoo off guard.
To be honest, that was like 2020 Kerrigan when he was the scout IGL, when he was being overly aggressive back then. In this situation, it still worked. It doesn't convert into the round. And the worrying part about when it was 2020 and he did that, the reason that IGL stopped doing this is because they got so far apart that they couldn't capitalize on the information they gathered. And in this situation, there were 4 players that couldn't take advantage of the broken structure. So, I mean, I love that he's had so many good rounds like this, but that one maybe wasn't perfect.
It's a great opening kill for Flames as he runs the risk of peeking down Banana, but it leaves FaZe down a man. And looking to respond is Rain.
But they've got a general culture right now of just trying to scrim it, take some fights, and it's worked to get them back into the map.
Eyes fall on Rain here in round 9. One of the few pieces of FaZe that isn't online at the moment. 1-6, a cold start. But still feigning presence towards brackets. It's got Spinks occupied. Another smoke.
If I'm FaZe, I'm thinking about B again, just because of how weak the rifling has been over there. But
and he just missed it, but I think he saw the barrel.
Oh, this spot just grows with strength the more time that ticks down.
8 players on high alert. And a question that still remains above Mezzi's head in terms of his ability to anchor and hold pit.
They have arch info. They have pit control right now.
This feels like it's FaZe walking into the meat grinder. But there's a chance for Rain to bring it back. A duel that he loses. Spinks ready for another, but Brokey gets the better of him. It's a single man advantage, but it's 20 seconds. Dire straits. And Apex remains in sight as Mezzi looks to hold the line. Brokey's fixated on him. He hit him through the wall. Mezzi's damaged.
Again?
Brokey, 2 shots through the wall and another on the site. Just like that, the Opper makes the difference. But the round's not over. We've got Vitality nearby. Vitality pressed through, spotted out. Brokey's in the open. Down he goes to his counterpart. No way Kerrigan can do this again. He shoots, and ZywOo closes.
Another clutch.
ZywOo just doesn't go down.
He has countered all the explosive moments so far at this event when it took taking the wind out of Imma's sails yesterday on Inferno into
Same
today.
site.
He is the clutch denier right now.
Same situation.
Just one more thing that he can do.
Beautiful shots coming out of Brokey here. This double,
dude.
And then into the site.
Yeah.
But ZywOo is forever. A round is not won until he goes down.
Yep.
Relief on Apex.
Yeah. They brought it up on the desk. He's the best player in the server. That's a boon to Vitality. That's just, you know.
Whew.
That's a persistent feature. It's not something.
9 rounds of Counter-Strike, and we got the fireworks we were promised.
Yeah. Yeah. It just couldn't ask for a better start to the World Final right now.
Half buy coming out of FaZe. See if they group up and push. Spinks ready with support behind him. The smoke does section them off, but it's only the single.
It's only the single. That's a consistent thing here for Vitality. FaZe getting the X Factor frags. It's a great trade back.
Of responsibility for ZywOo right now. Solo banana hold. And a whole pack of FaZe clan coming his way, but show him a shoulder and he'll take your soul. It's frozen down and everybody else on the chase. A fast rotation back from Flames. ZywOo hits that. Spam comes through. What? You cannot move this guy. You cannot best him.
Oh.
Your pistols mean nothing in the face of the best.
The wide left side peek.
Not a single shot missed in that sequence.
Wow. He felt the rush coming. He said, I'm not getting timinged again. Beautiful swings. Cool, calm, and collected, as usual.
Not one shot missed.
Not one shot missed. And it's nice we can say that about Brokey as well.
Yes.
Those two on form right now, we're going to get fireworks.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yes, we will. Frozen nullified in the opening seconds. And some pretty consistent 5v4s now coming out of Vitality towards the tail end of the CT half, much like versus Na'Vi. But it's off of the back of a ZywOo 12-4 start. B site closed. Nades too deep.
How many smokes are we going to go through in this game?
He's doing it again.
They're watching for pushes this time around. Surely it doesn't work out. Surely it doesn't work out.
Apex senses it. Smoke starts to fade on the edge, gets a little squirrely. Another one goes down. The pack is right there. But Apex cools him off and takes the risk of running it back into the corner. I mean, sitting in front of the smoke here.
Lurking in front of the smoke in a situation like this is maybe a liability. Like they're 5v3 up right now. They just want to punish any risky plays that FaZe want to try to do.
But it's both sides of the brackets to get pinched, and then Apex comes around and clears the board. Shut down on the B site by ZywOo, denied on A by the rest of the pack. Vitality looks solid.
Yeah, that was chef's kiss from Apex, absolutely. And he's been feeling the most of the Kerrigan lurk so far. Everyone's been tilted a little bit by it, and that's why I think he needs to cool off, you know? But at this point, now it's another half buy. Now it's round 12. Damn. The fiery rounds that got FaZe back to 4 made it feel like they weren't going to stop. But Vitality have taken the oxygen out of the room. Seems there might not be anything more to feed off of. One last attempt here in half one for FaZe.
Blind as a bat, ZywOo survives it. Oh God, they're just gonna keep pushing forward, and Mezzi, easy pickings for the double. Now he's starting to miss, and with those first misses, at least Frozen gets in. He left the door open for the FaZe push. Brokey and Frozen again in a 2vx. Final round of the half, and the nades are fantastic. Brokey blown to smithereens, and the new kid on the block. Waited a long time to put on this jersey. Mac 10 in hand, softened up by Apex. He can sense him. And he has certainly softened him up. You can see the desperation of Frozen as he hides into the back of the bomb site now. Only 10 HP. Nice dinks coming through from the Mac 10, but it is indeed a resurgence from Vitality in this defensive half to get double the round count. FaZe post 4. Across the board, Vitality picking up 10 of the opening duels throughout that map. Of course, every clutch we see, 3 of them in total, also added to the Vitality side. It is the X factor that belongs to Vitality in the first half of map 1.
Yeah, it's crazy to say that because of the rounds and the way that FaZe won them. In looking back now, while we were in it, it was like, whoa, FaZe, they're pretty much unstoppable. They're going to take over this half now. But looking back, I mean, it was a lot to do with Kerrigan trying to find lurks over and over again. And I want to say, you know, not a real thorough game plan outside of that. They were just ready to follow up. And maybe they're happy about the fact that they got these 4 rounds. I'm not sure.
Ooh, Rops, no trade off that. Rops and FaZe staring down the barrel of another 4 versus 5. And you simply cannot be playing catch-up versus the likes of Vitality right now. This is a team that's just playing such clean Counter-Strike.
45 is going to catch up with you sooner than later. Versus Vitality, best form right now. Best form in the world. FaZe there. Sitting patiently. No re-aggressions as the clock ticks down, of course. There's no onus on Vitality to go and do something too quickly. But now they'll organize. Robs gets info in middle. Exec's coming.
Rain loses his line of sight. Broky's ready to push through. FaZe gotta do something crazy. And losing Rain in the bomb site, all of a sudden losing the little runway they had to work with. Frozen does manage to catch one on the CT cross. And then Rops wins his duel versus the Lurk on A.
Wait a second.
Broky's going over Coffins. Oh! Broky just like that!
He sets it up.
Flames peeking deep, and they didn't see him. Robs now holds the door, and it's Flames just like that to bring it back to the 1v1. It's Flames versus Frozen. And he's on top of the bomb, halfway there already. He comes off of it because he hears the footsteps. This is a song of ice and fire, and Flames goes back around to CT. Time on his side. Time decides. It's Flames to get the final lap.
Oh, he has the final note. Flames wins this one, and it sounds like victory here for Vitality. That was a labored situation. I don't know if he made a footstep. That was the hard part to discern. Frozen could have stuck that all the way down to its final second.
I thought he fast-stepped. I thought Flames just ran towards the back door.
It's almost as if Frozen didn't believe, well, he could get away with it completely. Right? I'm not sure, but it would make sense that Flamesy tried to make some noise right there. All that matters right now is Vitality get a pistol round in this situation. FaZe still on pistols here.
Ooh, what could have been for Rops is also what could have been for Vitality. Another 5v4 on the brink of it. 8 HP. He'll get back with that deagle, but I mean, he's alone here. You've got 8 health between Vitality, their 10th round win, and this A bomb site.
They know what to do with the data, man. You know, like G2. When it's an NTE go around, they can figure it out. If you don't put enough pressure back in certain situations, they've got you figured out. So FaZe make a blind rotation over towards the A site.
Oh!
Okay, Rops doesn't need to see a thing.
Why the hell not? But still so much work to do. You know, you count your lucky stars with that one. Another smoke in the face as well. Vitality not playing any games, not letting this one slide.
They've come over to try to make it painful. I think that's the only thing they can attempt now. Surely not going to be able to win this round. No kits, no armor, no utility. There will be no ninjas. Now they're trying to block off every single exit point. Okay. But Spinks opens one back up. They aren't ready to go through halls. And the high health players can stay alive in the pit. We're looking for HEs, an extra shot here or there.
One USP ding.
Yeah, exactly.
Would have brought somebody down, but it is 4 up and the board swept by FaZe.
They're so good right now, man. Vitality are so good right now.
There was a moment in this game.
You know, it's crazy because like FaZe kind of approached this like they were the underdog in that first half, right? They were doing, Kerrigan's doing art stuff, right? That was sort of a Furia approach to that first half. And, well, it did catch him off a few times. We'll give him that. But that's way in the rear view now.
It's the open highway for Vitality.
At least before it gets too desperate, we can at least entertain this round. CT side, first buy coming in for FaZe. If there's anything to say about them in CS2, they've made more comebacks than anybody else. And I'd love to know their overtime win percentage, because probably 100, based on the games that we've seen. Man, Reigns 1-12, looking for a much better CT side.
Already at this event, he has had disastrous opening halves, only to bring back the performance. But that was switching to the T side of Anubis particularly.
And Nuke as well. That's right.
Bit of a different story here. Luckily for him, Kerrigan tries to pick up the entry fragging instead. And while it did have its moments of glory, Rain will be looking back on this opening map with nothing but frustration. unless he turns it around now. Flash to Rops, gets him off his position. To evacuate that fast leaves a huge gap for Vitality to just slide straight through. Brokey, beautiful lineup, easy does it. Then a peek off of the short side, but that end gets punished. It's Rops in the depths of the site, regaining vision, but losing his head as Flames knocks him out.
Oh man, that's it. That's all they get. They die in lane, they die on sight.
It's great utility pressure, right? The flashbangs coming out from Vitality.
Yeah, it's incredible for them. I'm literally cheering for FaZe just to make this game closer. This is their first rifle in the second half. And it falls completely flat. No utility to go for this. Vitality will take to 11 now. 2 rounds away from closing out Inferno. And this is another series where Anubis wasn't the map pick here of Vitality. It was floated into a ban from FaZe, so it won't be seen at all. And, well, just goes to show you they don't need Anubis, even though they're on a 5-map win streak on that map. If I remember correctly, they still have that. They still have that same ability on Inferno.
It's only one event ago we go to Vertigo as the opening map instead. Vitality's map pick back at the Blast Fall Finals. Sure enough, total blowout to the favor of Vitality. FaZe try to wiggle away from it, met by a similar situation.
I was wondering when production was going to do that.
Yeah, felt like a matter of time,
coming,
huh? Yep, there goes the bus. Let's throw him under it.
That's tough. But yeah, it is funny. Like there is a thing where Rain has just had like a abysmal first half and a great second half. It does have to do with the map and side in the situation, as you pointed out. Like he probably should have already been doing a bit better. And that's why, I mean, it was so disjointed between him and Kerrigan, who should have been the guys going for entries. Like when we saw, you know, the dink on Spinks at quad, it was Rain into Kerrigan trading it out. But there was less of a tag team in this match overall. We might end on a solid note here if FaZe don't get something.
Rain just can't buy a real chance. He's in the background behind Frozen, and he's dropped to 40 health. The two of them trying to apply enough pressure to keep Vitality at bay.
What's amazing about these two IGLs, of course, that the conversation around them is they're unmatched right now. These two this year, there are people who are somewhat close, but, you know, Cadian and Snappy don't stand to their accomplishments and their consistency. Whoa. Oh, okay. This is the last thing you need.
No way! Come on!
I heard that Flames rise.
CT peek through and while blind. He goes ahead and slams down another. Nasty on the entry, a jumping AK headshot. They're already up 11-4, and he hits him while in the sky.
You're kidding. You know, I'd feel bad if FaZe didn't get so many crazy shots to kick this game off in Apex. Well, he wants in on the action.
He's been so sharp as well.
Wow.
The Flamesy taken to the top of the scoreboard for Vitality on a succulent double entry.
And that conversation, you know, Apex and Kerrigan, something Kerrigan's famous for. Every time he gets a new player, they do well right away, whether it's a stand-in or a new addition. And it has been great. Of course, he's in a grand final right now with Frozen, of course. His former teammate, to be fair, but still a new system and new roles for him. Apex has done that this year more than once.
That's the thing, right? We sit here and praise Kerrigan for his greatness and his ability to integrate and apparently his ability to take a couple players with him. But Apex is an in-game leader now. Not the entry fragger we once knew. Yes. An in-game leader looking to leave a mark on CS2 without Sonic behind him. Xtaz comes back, and this would be the third roster that Apex has taken to a trophy lift. He already has. You know, that's in his back pocket. To do it twice with Mezzy in their first 2 events, come on.
Yeah, something has to be said about that. I mean, again, it's about shedding this image of him as this entry that we knew for so many years in CSGO. I'm sure he himself struggled with that.
This time Frozen opens up. We put Apex on a pedestal, but oh no! Oh, it's at least brought back, but Mezzy taking ZywOo out of the round. He's got some slack to pick up beyond it, and so this one gets a little wonky. Mezzy looking human. If he wants to pass ZywOo, he's got to make sure he doesn't get any more kills. ZywOo looking for his, is it 18th consecutive?
18th MVP. God. The only player to get MVPs in Vitality's history.
Rain's first multi-kill round of the entire map. Banana gets shut down for once. And Spinks falls victim to the instant peek from Rain. Is that a sign of things to come?
Wow, for dignity here, FaZe. Very nice, and a good opening from Frozen. We can take it one round at a time because it's FaZe. You never know. Every time they do it, it seems like it's harder than the last time. It's not going to happen again, but... All right. Go to Counter-Strike and bowling is Mezzy.
Just don't look at him. Just don't look at him.
Said there can only be one king.
No eye contact, and maybe he'll forget. We saw Vitality take 10 rounds in a row versus Navi. That was 9 against FaZe in the middle of the half. Oh! Just like that! What? Simply the best. On an AK, ZywOo comes in with 3. And it doesn't matter how great you may be, Mezzy trying to put forth his best performance in the Vitality jersey. You will forever be in the shadow of the greatness that is ZywOo. Spinks here to close it. And that is the reality of playing versus Vitality. Every single time you were against the most consistent 4 easy headshots for ZywOo and another easy opening map for Vitality in this head-to-head. Looking to take the crown of CS2 off the head of FaZe and place it on their own, 13 rounds away from being the Abu Dhabi Grand Champs.
right, folks, it's time to get started, and it might be time to end. This is the second map of the Blast Premier World Final Grand Final between the worlds number 1 and 2. So for potentially one last time, Abu Dhabi, let's get loud!
What a wonderful place to end this year with 1 and 2 locking horns and with Vitality scaring FaZe to their core after Inferno. That one wasn't even close. Not for more than what felt like 3 rounds did FaZe even have a hand on this match. But they take it to Nuke. And I think just like the desk allude to, Frozen under a microscope for me. Immediately, they go into the ramp. And we get ZywOo taking a quick glance outer. All the greats love to play outside on Nuke. ZywOo, he goes down empty-handed. Welcome to the match, Rain. Welcome to Grand Finals Sunday. Mezzy has lurked this whole time. Back B site gets an easy pickoff. And he's got support not far away as well. Just staying alive here is excellent. The fact he drops a second player, even better. Frozen suddenly left alone with no bomb and plenty of time to try and get crazy.
Looking at a round like that is the perfect example of why we're seeing such better maps out of Mezzy. You know, he's never had a structure like this. He's never been comfortably in position at clock versus an exec that's coming to him with prophylaxis from the team where he's there early.
Hold on, dude. 2 are gushed.
He has to get the bomb. That's the one thing.
Downstairs with a low HP player sitting on it.
Oh,
goes ahead and
hold on. This is taking way too long.
Spinks. Now the fact that he's also down to 20 HP, only 20 seconds on the clock. Frozen in black and red, looking for gold. Just barely enough time to make this possible. They layer on top of one another, which means he could still do this! Frozen! Oh my god!
How?
Strikes fear in the hearts of Vitality. 1 player up, that's it.
How did he avoid all of those bullets? Did he have an evasion aura? That was ridiculous. And that honestly, in the beginning of Inferno, we're seeing some of those shots being missed as well from Vitality, even though they were still winning rounds. That was too close for comfort here, but they still are able to win, and they're the team that, again, before this map started, 13 away from taking the entire thing. So at least Frozen can show some presence, try to scare him a little bit. And yes, Mezzy is representing the UK with that 2K from the clock.
The one and only. God knows they waited long enough. Representation on the big stage, and a big event for him as well. A little cool back on that first map, but plenty of runway for Mezzy on Nuke. Right now we've got that solo AK on Rops. It's a curious situation. You had them that close, and maybe if these Glocks can give Vitality a false sense of confidence, if Rain could just pop somebody with the Desert Eagle, I mean, it all boils down to the Estonian. And Spinks just barely misses that timing. Now all of a sudden, Rops looking for the head. And as the MP9 peeks in, he duels versus Rops, who sure enough opens this up. Now the pistols can flood out, and Rops has gone ahead to get a second. 1 AK and a dream.
Oh, it's a vent drop. The rotations are not in place just yet. They were both trying to go up to heaven. There's a chance for a plant and a chance to push as well. They're planning for decon.
Rain's on the close wall of the ramp room. This would be a perfect way for FaZe to respond.
It's a nice transposition here from Rops to reinforce this setup. He could trade.
Just keep Rops covered. Keep Rops in a position to go for trades. It's going to take mighty accuracy. Down goes Rain. Rops gets his third. His other teammate over towards the door. Apex duels with that one. That's info for Rops. Finally, he's dead. CTs don't need the kit. They get there in time to survive, but close rounds back to back.
Yeah, but it's King Mezzy once again to put a stamp on things. That's a 10-second stick, and he is just such a part of the game right now. When we talk about the fall finals, again, I'll say it, he got his ass carried. Coming into World Finals, best player on Vitality before this Grand Final started, actually so close. It's still ZywOo to edge him out slightly in terms of rating. You could be the judge who you think was better, but fact of the matter is he's already showing that he's no longer nervous, he's more well prepared, he's ready for what Vitality want for him.
But still a glimpse of what could be out of FaZe. I feel like that's what we had back on Inferno as well. Close rounds to start, FaZe break through, and then all of a sudden Vitality just get their hands on him.
Yeah, the worrying part for me was the lack of sustainable rounds.
Remember to vote for your Maersk MVP at Blast TV.
That's actually going to be a tough one this time. We'll see how this final continues to play out. It is definitely a fluid situation when it comes to the ratings. ZywOo and Mezzy are hip to hip right now.
ZywOo no doubt putting space between them on that first map. Guns in for FaZe on the cross. Well-timed nade, but it doesn't actually blow open the smoke. That one will. And there's a player down here in Mezzy. Oh, nice headshot.
My God, the push forward? He goes up the stairs? Oh my God.
That's not how that's supposed to work.
Yeah, so we got secret control, outside presence, but low numbers. Apex does not want to give that away. Because positionally, FaZe are okay. Crossing a minute. They have both options with secret and lobby still intact. Flames doesn't even have to burn his smoke too early. And how does he transpose? Now, normal setup is to jump up the clock. Are we looking for any rotations? Look at the CTs right now. They're top sight.
ZywOo's in the open. Rob sees him. And that's nothing for ZywOo on the A-hold. But a missed Molotov to heaven. Just let Apex take a quick glimpse. We've still got players downstairs, so Flames is going to have to try to find a way up then. There's a little delay here because Apex is trying to go back around for the main wrap where a smoke grenade's about to go down. Then that molly does find its mark up in heaven, which means Spinks has been deterred for a little while. Bomb's ticking quick, and Flame's the only kid. Spinks comes out from heaven, gets his. Brokey instant trade from behind the fence. Nice crossfire with Robs there towards Hut. Oh! Headshot on top to seal the deal.
It's about time we got a little Robs. And that was
quiet on Inferno.
That was that, you know, very careful play coming out into upper sight. He saw the gun model from ZywOo inside of heaven playing up here in Fur from the hut, and then Brokey got the trade after he shot a little bit. Rops was a king of CS2, but it feels like more of an interim king as ZywOo's back. If FaZe want this series, they need Rops.
Rops hands down, FaZe's highest rated player on Nuke specifically. So it feels like the odds are we could get him, and there it is. Opening headshot towards ramp. Rops establishing 5v4s faster than FaZe could ever get back on Inferno, but a well-timed peek from Apex as he just kept his head down. ZywOo's Desert Eagle starts to miss shots though, so the pistols crumble under the weight of the follow-up into the ramp room, and FaZe seeming like they've got an open door to be.
Okay. Another opener, as you pointed out. And when we talk about nuke teams, again, it's litmus test for all the top teams and all the top operators in the world. When we talk about 2021, it was Na'Vi, it was simple. When we talk about 2022, it was FaZe, and it was actually more like Rain. You know, even though Brokey can have that impact, it was Rain playing that Nico role outside both sides. And in 2023, it's been Vitality, whether it's CSGO and maybe CS2 as well. That's a lot to stand up to. But FaZe have recent memories where they were the best. They're just trying to get back to that. And that's the thing you pointed out about Rain. Like, he was star of the show at Antwerp. That was the best nuke performance of the entire year. Him in that final at Antwerp, T and CT side.
Hell, go back one
MVP
event.
MVP the event.
He was making a run for the top-rated FaZe player at Copenhagen as well, up until Grand Finals.
Yeah.
Here we are again.
Yeah, he's been impressively good, you know, at the new game, which is something that we expected. A lot of new players want to see Rops and these types of guys to fly out in front of their competition after sort of learning from them for all these years, prepping for the chance to pass them. But Rain learned fast. Now he just needs that consistency.
A couple missed shots out of ZywOo that round. Could have coupled nicely with Apex's 1-dig.
And this could be a big half from Rob. So I just want to say the other day when we were talking about Nico putting on a reference game on Nuke, at the exact same time, Rops had almost a mirrored scoreline to Nico. he was slowing down the moments. He was one-tapping a lot of the frags. He was getting a high number of kills. So if it could happen again, it would happen on Nuke.
Rain looking to carve a path.
There he is.
He does it again consistently. These 5v4s. But really nothing matters other than where Spinks gets up to. Unless apparently ZywOo with a U. Whoa, hey! Settle down now. Mezzy to the moon. It was all about Spinks' solo M4, and he didn't even get a piece of the action. This was just a clean, easy upper take out of FaZe. How is this USP doing all this damage?
It's just in the hands of the right man. The other cool thing for FaZe here when we talk about Nuke is Frozen. The fact that, you know, he comes from Mouse, their best Nuke player. So they get to seal that away. Now, of course, Twist was one of the explosive players on the T side for FaZe as well. It's just about Frozen being able to supplant that. Could he pass him is the question.
ZywOo is such a nuisance. Finally going down here, but that's still 2 USP kills. Spinks versus Rain. Hang on. All's good here for the one rifle of Vitality.
And he'll run away to save. That's an important M4 to take into the next round, but it's 3-2 on the start, and it's looking a little bit more sustainable to me than Inferno was. It coming down to Rops as the lobby lurk. Oh, they want 3 maps. Yeah, it's less sort of crazy aggressive, catch the timing, push a smoke. These default base round wins out of FaZe. Oh. Connor hates this play. Let's see if it finally fails. It goes unchecked for now.
Same path from Rain, though, as last round. In front of the red box.
He doesn't
ZywOo,
see it.
He's going to sniff him out. Now, Spinks gets some damage in, but on the reload, he gets pushed. Rops just barrels out of hut with a teammate, and the Heaven player's dead. Nicely tethered there between Brokey, Rops, and Kerrigan.
Yeah, crank that pace, FaZe.
They thought spraying on the close squeaky smoke was going to be enough to deter it, but FaZe just slip right in with an electric pace here in round 6. They overtake the A site.
Wow, that was pretty unexpected. Just paying attention to the nades that were going down outside. That's the first layer of complication that Kerrigan has added to the calling so far. It's a fast attack, but it feels like a slow one. And so when ZywOo gets his kill, you think there's going to be a moment of relief. But I think what happens is a full mag of ammo gets sprayed into Squeaky, the reload happens, and then they jump on it immediately. They say, okay, start throwing your grenades. We need to get out there. Maybe those 2 moments coalesce perfectly. Maybe they knew they could elicit the spam. Either way, it's a perfect punish. And thank goodness we got a real match now.
You say that, but also the start of Inferno kind of felt similar. And Xtaz just took a pause for Vitality, so we'll see what the answer is. You know, what Spinks would have done to have kept a few bullets maybe in that mag, but being full dry, just cowering behind boxes and hoping he went unchecked.
Yeah, and post-Sonic, Vitality looks great. Talking about Xtaz coming onto the team seems perfectly fine, going 1-for-1 at events alongside Mezzy, looking for the 2-for-2. We credit Apex, we can also credit him.
That's the thing, is when Zonic was playing behind Apex, you know, we talk about integrating new faces. Well, you had Zonic to do it as well. Zonic, who had so much experience with Dupree, with Magis, you know, they came as a core, and it just elevated Vitality. But this is Apex and his old right-hand man. Potentially back-to-back trophy lifts with Mezzy. UKCS out of nowhere. But
yeah, this is almost Operation Parasite, the way that they slowly weeded out the Danes.
Yeah, get them out. For now, though, it's very much FaZe. Taking Vitality back to reality. Gonna get more pressure on the A floor. ZywOo and Mezzy are so ready to go.
Yeah. They've
Get
got
some
that
damage
baton
as
in
well.
hand.
That was well timed by Flamesy, softening up a player that is an unconfirmed drop to the lower site. There is nobody down there.
They aren't
None
ready.
at all for Vitality.
They don't know that he's crossed and the vent drop happens. Wow. Oh, and no punishment either.
Now it will happen, sure enough.
Okay.
Spinks not gonna let Brokey get away. ZywOo remains posted. But again, nobody downstairs.
Oh my god, they successfully opened the door without anybody knowing. Now the push forward can happen, but you hear the flicker of the scope, and the first kill comes down. Kerrigan,
Nice!
2 frags, and they can join hands now with Rops. He's inside of the ramp.
And the rotator's gonna have no idea.
He's lurking.
There's no idea for the ramp player. Apex is already dead. Only Flames to come out with more.
How did they pull that off? That's the best round so far called here from Kerrigan with his kills in the mix. This is the perfect balance between what we saw in Inferno and what we're getting now. They're getting the map control, they're getting the slight lurks, they're not overcommitting, and the players who are entering are still with the pack. And Kerrigan finds the perfect timing, and that was Brokey with an option, Rops with an option getting lower, and Kerrigan with an option. So multiple points at which if they failed, they'd still have a chance of playing. That's what you want to see out of FaZe.
Rob's doing exactly what he does best, adding himself to the equation, but doing it silently with the element of surprise. It still banks on Kerrigan getting those 2 kills, though. Pressing into him. Mezzi and ZywOo.
But that's what happens.
FaZe's IGL.
You know, we can call it luck, but that's what happens when you create luck. When you put Brokey in a position to catch someone off of timing, and you put Kerrigan in a position to catch someone off timing. When a team feels like they've survived one thing, they're not going to expect the second. They're not going to expect the third. That's where things just come flooding in, and it's no longer Apex smiling and laughing. Because there are expectations for their CT side here on Nuke.
Layers and layers on that one. And FaZe have pushed Vitality back into another haphazard buy. Rob's feeling unstoppable at the moment, and sure enough, he's got the sense, but didn't know which way to look. Too many options, overwhelming Robs.
You're in the right to try to put it on. But this is a round, it's actually an anti-eco. Actually, it's an anti-eco. Is this the risk you want to take? When you know regular default should win it for you.
You just put an AK in Flames' hands.
Is this going to be a missed call?
Kerrigan's starting to pick up the tempo here. CT spotted on the smoke, but we've got a long-range angle here from ZywOo. They lose 2 players outer. FaZe on fire and evening out.
Yeah. More spotted outside. That's massive information. They're going to feel insecure about the fact they don't have lobby.
But it's a deagle with Mezzi to try and hold the cross. ZywOo easily shaves Brokey off at Flames. It's a 1 and done. So Rain into the clutch. He posts 2 kills in an instant. And with a flash wide, he's got time to play this however he damn well chooses. But ZywOo has been the end-all of so many players.
Yeah.
Emet on A denied.
Inferno wasn't his map, but it's still a great day for Rain. But ZywOo will deny it. The clutch denier.
Multiple 1vx's back on Inferno, posts his first here on Nuke. And until ZywOo goes down, the job's not done versus Vitality.
And that might have been a missed call here. This is Rops lurking out of HUD in a round where it's your opponents who don't have much to play with. They were happy to pick that up. It's also a gun upgrade instantly into a player who has half armor or full armor and a 5v4. We'll see if that's a mistake they can't afford. Oh, do they need to save him? That spread gets big sometimes.
He's okay. It fizzles out.
Oh, he can punish this now. Yeah.
Easy. Flash drops, but it's okay. He's able to exit. And I like that Mezzi gets aggressive as well. Off of the lobby frag, now they've got trophy control, so suddenly...
This is how they came back versus G2 as well. They continue to play aggressive even when they just made the comeback happen.
It's how they happened to take Na'Vi back on Inferno.
They always play like they're winning. Easy to do when you're the best.
FaZe very clearly wary of the possibility here. Messi's about to have his hands full. Shadow advantage. He knows it's coming. He's on high alert, and he tries to take the peak, tries to take the initiative. But now they will flood into the waiting arms of ZywOo, who misses his shot off the flash.
Man,
and Rain simultaneously gets downstairs. I mean, he could post up on Vent, so it's going to have to be Apex. It has to be. His support far off. Frozen comes wide. Apex keeps all his health. Flames picks up the upper kill, and Brokey able to answer back in the bomb site. Rops plays on a classic position. posted above on full display for any kind of a ramp retake. The CTs aren't coming in. No way. A shot through the doorway. Rops off the top rope. He knows their approach, but until they exit, he can hit them. ZywOo the first. Spinks, it's a beautiful split between the other two, and Vitality closed the gap.
It's perfect spacing and perfect pacing. That's a beautiful way to make sure they win that 3v1. Rops is on it today. And ZywOo hits that blinder through the door. Another good start out of the round from Vitality. Another mistake from FaZe in the first few seconds. It is getting heated once again.
They still just keep buying, though. They've earned that at least.
Oh my god.
Thanks. I mean,
man,
you just said they play like they're winning.
The aggression is unbelievable here on all fronts.
Now, at least FaZe are already playing outside of lobby, so you'd think Rops will be just hyper cautious on the approach.
He's going to be extremely slow in this situation, and now that there's nades outside, there's so much information gained. I don't think they're expecting another push to come out, and we've got the full clear happening right now. This is so much for Vitality to work with.
How cautious can Rops truly be? As Rain tries to be his contrast.
Now, it can be a scorched earth strategy here outside as they give them space, knowing that they are missing some. There is no threat of an upper exec right now.
We've got Frozen just tucked behind Unbreakable. We got Rain on the golden gates of heaven.
Wow.
Nobody moving. Everybody has so many different positions, but nobody wants to make that final step.
This is an incredibly high-level position right now. The passive setup, but a lot of information gained. Who gets nervous first? This is a game of chess.
Raindrops make sound, and Mezzi's on high alert. Easy pickup for Mezzi from the corner. Frozen's up next, and he's got his name again. Now the threat of that A hit is real, but in reality, we've got bomb downstairs. And Spink still committed to inside of lobby. You've got ZywOo in the back corner, peeking wide, swapping bodies as he does, one after another. And with Decon swung, now the T's know that there's two down here. ZywOo's gonna try to close that distance into Brokey.
He's coming for it.
Battle the ops, he shuts the door in his face, holds the trigger, T's cannot get in. You are not allowed to cross this line. No time, no round, we're tied.
Oh my god, from ZywOo. The way he controlled that. Him opening that door. He could have won that staying outside. He's trying to take it to the next level and doing it live.
ZywOo with a little ego is something I have dreamed of.
Oh, wow. He waited 5 years into his career when he already got #1 twice.
That's the way to do it.
That is something different.
Called out for one bad CS2 event, and now we get this? He said it himself. He wanted to show a little ego, wanted to play with a little swagger in his step to prove it. Undeniable, unshakable, immovable on B.
Everyone had an excuse if they wanted to coming into CS2. He decided to learn. He said he spent every day.
Look at this. It's so ridiculous from this side of the door.
I've never seen that before. The one door opening that little into the shot.
It's nonsense. He can barely believe it.
And they go in again.
Why not? Up the ladder he goes.
Oh my god, this is a big blind spot right here.
But it's going to take time to get onto Silo silently.
Every round, Spinks has learned so much. Apex gets one frag. Spinks still goes unnoticed. Everybody's chipping in.
Robs has to activate inside lobby, so now that just reopens the possibility of Spinks, who's going to be coming in from T-spawn. And there's no way Robs would see this coming. At least Robs has been able to get beyond his initial point. So suddenly Vitality are kind of scratching their heads. Like, where the hell did Robs get off to?
Robs is literally looking for him right now. He's literally looking for the guy on top site, trying to figure out when he's going to finally peak.
And Spinks decides to say, screw it. Let Robs go. Let me go clear outside.
Yeah, he's played this perfectly. I mean, what can you say?
It's going to be an easy shot to the back of Brokey's brain. It's going to be bomb down outer. And it's going to be Rops in a disastrous position here in round 11. He tried his damnedest, 13th frag on the round as he exited into the A site with that 1 kill, and he's looking for something else, nothing to tug on.
Yes, and he's finally got that info. Oh, wow. Guess he had pushed Hut, and Rops decided to hold it one way. Spinks goes in again because he wasn't spotted last time. He ended up looking like the ramp player when he went to trophy side to hold the angle. Still never got spotted. So he had the right to do that again. We look at every single round here on this comeback for Vitality, and it has involved some kind of push, whether it was trophy, through Hut, Squeaky, or outside. Outside being the least of which is the most surprising part, because that's where the CTs most often try to get their aggro in. What a comeback.
You get to see how Apex just lean back in Garage and then Flames on the delay, right? Just shaving players off as they try to respond to the first one to shoot.
Everyone got flanked this round. Every single person got flanked this round from FaZe.
Outplayed, outpositioned, and now outnumbered.
When we say they have better team play, that's what that means. Because even a toddler holding a gun would have got those kills. That's the whole point. They came in behind FaZe. 3 different counts. That's the evidence.
Final round for FaZe to try and take. And it's not even majority guns. The CT side that lies ahead, but momentum in the hands of Vitality. The confidence, the team play, everything in this head-to-head just makes you believe that Vitality cannot be bested by FaZe. Outside of Sydney, the one-off in 2023. History states Vitality are better. Utility rumbling around Apex. Kerrigan gets an easy peek into the site. Rain, you best Apex. Spinks is stuck in the corner. He's got a teammate inside of the hut. But Flames take some damage. Luckily here for Vitality, it's Rops on only 9 HP. Oh! But that 9 health makes a world of difference. Barrel spotted, and ZywOo's still in the mix, and we always say it, as long as ZywOo's alive, then Vitality's chance right there with him. Nade to the wrong mark.
Rops up top.
He's hiding with his head tucked down, just trying to buy as much time as possible. Both these CTs on the approach with kits. And ZywOo, aware of the possibility, Flamesy just down beneath him. Rops, he can't manage. ZywOo looking for yet another clutch. I think a 4th in this series. As Brokey's wounded and just on the deagle, ZywOo trying to press him down, finds his kill, but needs to find the bomb. It comes down to a matter of seconds, but Vitality, sure enough, post a 7th on the defense. And so we dive back into map 2 of the grand finals, the final tier 1 match of 2023. And we thought maybe this one could get close. FaZe had it again, a streak of round wins somewhere in the middle of a half, only to be answered and deterred by Vitality.
Yes. Now to set this up, at least we got Rops 15-9, okay? They lose a little bit of a lead, but that was a T-side Rop. CT side is where he gets the highlights inside of ramp. So that's one position that'll be thoroughly strengthened here for FaZe Clan. As they attempt to make that CT side road back to a map 3.
Now let's see what ZywOo can do. He's leading the charge into the ramp. We've got dual Berettas in the pocket. Brokey shuts him down, but then it gets away from him. He's got a teammate trying to help. Sure enough,
tear him up.
They put their players in position, and they shred Vitality in the pistol.
Yeah, it's a nice round out of Brokey. And a good hold overall, but more importantly, it was good to reinforce ramp. It was good counterplay. This is like when I credit G2 for having such good CT setup for the T attack that's coming in. They always have a good read of what a team is going to try versus them. FaZe show that off right now. Rops goes out right away, and they still have reinforcements. They're ready for that. Time for FaZe to show us what they're made of now. This round's to tie.
I feel like this is a half they should be confident in. Again, banking on the Rop plays.
And Rain can definitely go from 0 to hero on CT side, but double swing from the pistols. He's dead.
Oh, careful.
Oh man, you're playing
very
fire.
Careful.
What?
Be careful.
Oh, Kerrigan, a taste of his own medicine. The trade back, but that's 2 players left, 1 spotted now.
They can't afford this.
Man.
It's got to be recovered by Rops.
Oh, they were both known inside of hell. Rops down to 20 HP. They're going to need a savior, and Rops continues to be aggressive.
Brokey's going deep into the lobby to make sure that one's clear. Rops falls down beneath. It's Tech9s and Deagles out of Vitality. It was a chance for FaZe. They look so happy with that ramp hold.
Man, mistake outside. I mean, I want to say mistake outside. Mechanical failure outside from Rain. They need him to farm on CT side. He's going to be solo. He's a mercenary for their CT side. His individual level matters a ton, especially on Nuke. And that was 2 pistols to take him out, swinging through a smoke. It's going to happen. It just can't happen right now.
Brokey doesn't even have a chance to bring this one back. So just when you thought they're going to split pistols for momentum, CT side, Vitality answer quick.
Despite this, it would still be insane if Vitality were able to pull this out on T-side rounds.
Apex
on T-side rounds
frozen in the vents.
That's payback, honestly, for what Kerrigan was doing on Inferno.
Yeah, except for this payback comes at the perfect moment. I feel like this one hurts more. Down a map, up a pistol, only to have it taken away from you. And Brokey could very well die here. There's SMGs to lose if you're Vitality. Oh! And they don't even lose another piece. Brokey peeks into the stream of 9mm.
That's another big upgrade.
And we have Vitality to the 2-round lead, just instantly vacuuming all the momentum.
They're playing with house money right now. They've got 2 M4s and a FAMAS here on T-side. A massive steal back. They'll barely have to make an investment to finish off their buy. FaZe are going to need more than just ideas to be able to pull this out. They have to raise their floor. It can't be Rops trying to be a highlight machine alone. He is only responsible for ramp. I mean, there are positions that are more important than others, and ramp depends on the type of map you get, but outside is always going to be incredibly important. That's why Rain is always going to be key.
And he was non-existent back on Inferno.
And people aren't just going to switch soft spots based on form. You know what I mean? So you can't just pray they go into your best player.
He's got to step it up. Stepping forward is Brokey's 5-7, but ZywOo clipping Frozen. It's desperate for FaZe. It was always going to be on the force buy. It really feels like it's all about these pistols just serving up a distraction long enough for Rops to come out miraculously with that MP9. But Vitality, they're not going to make the same mistake. They're not going to step on this landmine. They'll just wait.
Yeah, they are looking to be persistent, but at their own pace.
They have the utility to do exactly this, but again, the closer they get to that vent, the closer they get to Rops. He swings out with the SMG, but he can't track the second. It's Flames to make a difference, and Apex to close it. Vitality, more of a distance between them and FaZe.
Oh my God, you can see why Apex is laughing in that first half. It never feels too late for him, I don't think. 9 rounds in the lead here. And FaZe with that investment means an even weaker buy. to defend against double digits. What have they got? The fall finals, it felt like FaZe got 5 rounds. This is already looking a little bit better when we kicked off Inferno and Nuke. But when we look back on the scoreline of Inferno, it was almost as bad, straight up, as the fall final. That game was supposed to be close. Pimp thought FaZe were going to literally take this one, and I can understand why. The revenge, playing them in a rematch after the form that they've shown before.
Okay. An interesting turn of events with just vanilla pistols. There's a Zeus in play. And Apex getting dangerously close, but he will go ahead and reopen this A site. Pressure was mounting. He punctures through. Lets a little air out of FaZe's tires, as it always should have been with USPs. Caught out by the MAC-10 of ZywOo as well, so it's extra money. And a 10th round posted by Vitality. Vitality's map picks, back-to-back series, just go down so smooth.
They didn't even need Anubis in the veto to feel comfortable. Crazy to say.
At least in Copenhagen, the second map, Nuke again, FaZe able to push it all the way. 13-11 was the final score, so it felt like, you know, just a little more, and we could have gone all 3. FaZe could have had a better chance. One event later, and we have Mezzi that much higher up on the scoreboards. Implemented better by Apex and XTAS, and if they can just continue to grow the gap between what's supposed to be CS2's #1, they end this year with a statement.
Yeah. And this is ZywOo now. 2 maps. Amazing performances so far, back-to-back from ZywOo in this final to put a meter stick between him and Mezzi, who was right there. I mean, doesn't even know what a meter is, right? The yard between him and Mezzi. And this is for his potential 18th MVP here. Winning tournaments, every single event for Vitality, being the MVP, getting MVPs for events they didn't even win, being 1 away if he gets this one from the Vice in terms of MVPs in his career.
Born too late to surpass simple. Pimp made it clear. Time was against ZywOo in CSGO. CS2?
Yeah, his goal is no longer to be the best player in CSGO. That chapter is closed. That conversation is finished. His goal is to be the best Counter-Strike player of all time.
Right now, making it look easy. Frozen able to get downstairs. At the very least, you've got ZywOo on 30 health. Make your life a little easier. Wound him early on the cross. But it is going to bank very much on Frozen doing something here. A jump spot to just get information. It would prioritize Robs coming down the ramp. Frozen sees 2, and he just wants to stay alive as he dive bombs the site itself. Double door swung, and ZywOo on the hunt for his support. When and where does it come from? All the while, Apex starts to take a glance up towards upper. Brokey's gonna be out in the open, but he has a teammate towards Hut, and another one on main. It's Apex just playing with him a little bit. Flames has been bested on the 1 of 3 entries, and so suddenly this A site looks rock solid.
Okay, a full denial. No chance here for ZywOo. That's it. This round's been stomped out. Every lurk stopped. They got a little bit fishy, a little bit scary there for FaZe. They didn't know exactly where everything was coming, but every single individual put up theirs. Rain with 2. Rain on 12 now.
That's what it's going to take. Every single one of the FaZe members to cool off ZywOo. Now, he has support, and he has throughout the event, but he is still just above the else. There is no other. That one looks solid. It's great positioning. No panic out of Frozen as well. Ooh, Flamesy softening himself up, dying to the first bullet because of that fall damage.
Yeah, true.
Making Rain's job a little easier.
You can't run off. You can't run off that side of Silo anymore in CS2. You could do it more easily when you switch to your knife. Now you need to be at the middle of the silo in the front. That's something that's changed.
Gave away the edge. Right back onto the rooftop is Flames, looking for revenge against Rain. He's trying to puff his chest, but there is that challenge potentially for the Red Cross.
This is the perfect starting zone for a CT rifler that wants to have impact, but we have 3 crossed.
Unspotted.
Unspotted, and for now, unheard.
Or maybe they caught the tail end of it, because Robs is just running downstairs.
They just don't have full info on numbers, and Rain gets spotted.
He's pinned in.
This can reveal the setup.
Yeah, Rain has to burn utility just to get out here. And Flames can keep him preoccupied.
How much worse does this get? We've got one watching for a lobby default. Spinks.
Separate lurks.
Can you hide from him?
Frozen just gets back. All the while, Kerrigan, he's starting to take some room over towards Trophy, so it's a very proactive one here from FaZe. Kerrigan comes into lobby and gets caught, though. Spinks with a great reposition, but that does allow for the double CT setup downstairs in sight. Robs using the silo as cover. Brokey, it's a one-and-done. Robs gets dinked and Zywo takes his head off. Plenty of time as well for this bomb to go down with a double-man advantage. Rain, does he try to press the issue? He had a chance if he wanted to with Zywo looking the other way, but it feels like far too much of a gamble with Vitality this close to tournament point. He doesn't want to take that risk, and it will cost them.
Oh, like he was on duty right there, but the cross happened. Nobody was back in hell. There was no Brokey holding it with an op. There was no info right there, and they got down lower. They maintained lurks. Spinks so crafty, changing it up with his lurks, and that's why he, for me, has been the lurker of the year.
Looking to shut it all down, too. Frozen's gun hits the ground.
For me, even over Robs this year, you know, a lot of the lurkers this year have made strides, massive strides. Blame F has made massive strides. Robs has become more than just a lurker, in my opinion. Spinks is staying more traditional with the role and yet being so creative with it. So hard to catch. And, you know, everybody's watching his demos to figure out which play style he's going to bring out. But he has brought massive consistency and a resurgence back to a role that a lot of people thought was going to fall out of favor completely. With the way that people have been studying the game in modern CS, it feels like, oh, it was impossible to do what Get Right did back in 2013. Spinks has been able to find a way to do it again over long periods of time. Lots of LAN events. Minimal time to go back into the workshop and figure out a new way to play. Same maps, okay, in CS2. They just look a little different.
We go back to Vitality CT side. When they were getting squeezed, felt like they followed through with all of the plays into lobby, right? Playing as if they were winning, and then eventually they started to. Well, Frozen taking that step out from Hut, he almost caught Spinks. Fell back, let Kerrigan take it instead. There wasn't even a second player there. It's not like Frozen was freed up to do anything else. He was just playing an A site. No trade potential as Kerrigan followed through. And when it comes down to taking Vitality out of this head-to-head, devil's in the details. It's gonna be a fast one now. Okay. Spinks, a total contrast to the previous round.
Yeah, they tried to get him on the vent drop while the pressure comes outside. Bomb still left back, so they were just looking for map control. But they get a little more than that. There's no eyes out here whatsoever. No Warden in the watchtower. No op on Brokey.
But they have to make something of this. The 5v4s, the opening kills, they have been far and few between for FaZe Clan.
Can he pop up? Will he be able
to? Give it away. He's down to 43.
Oh, now they're getting tied up. There's 2 pieces of resources there. The lurk continues to build. Oh, but Brokey, good awareness.
Yeah.
That was good awareness. They had no idea he was out there.
Just wary of the possibility. Kerrigan sits atop the door in a comfortable 5v3. Mezzi's gonna clear it.
What?
Is A site open? Because you've got another player wrapping around in heaven. And Zywo, I mean, it's one thing to lose the 4v5, but this was 3 players left for Vitality.
And they get heaven control.
And a Molotov down into vent, that's gonna deter Rob for the time being.
No.
Mezzi gets his.
He keeps going. That pre-clear. That was supposed to be one free one for Kerrigan. He gets exposed.
A little bit of spam damage on the vent. But Rain, it feels so desperate, and we've already seen FaZe just sulk away from these kinds of retakes because it doesn't feel like they can do this.
Yeah, they're broke. They have no Molotov.
It doesn't feel like they can stop them because Vitality, in a 3v5, crack open the A site like it's nothing.
Here they are on championship point after this round in another beautiful default, showing a lot of variety with their attacks. Slow, fast, getting away, getting into secret, and countering this particular defense that involved double secret. And this is 4v5 with Spinks dying first.
3v5.
3v5.
They also lost Apex as he tried to push ramp. They lost the other half of the exec. All they had was 3 players hut.
Oh my God.
And we were sat there praising Kerrigan. Instead, he is the first Link to fall inside of the A site, off of the doorway. Mezzy just steps ahead, trying to catch up to ZywOo. But I mean, ZywOo is simply the best. 21 and 10. Never stop believing. The embodiment
Never
of
stop
FaZe.
believing.
Drink that Kool-Aid.
They're gonna look out at you. You give them the energy, they will absorb it.
But it just does feel like Vitality are untouchable.
It really does feel like they're just on a different level. I mean, I told you last night, I thought that this was going to be the same thing as the fall final. I thought Vitality are going to show us how far ahead they are of every other team. And when the game started, I was like, okay, FaZe are bringing something a little bit different. Maybe things change, but no, it looks like it is that result. We've got 3 MP9s to defend the whole tournament.
That's all that's left. You know, nobody else even comes close. But in the biggest moment, ZywOo yet again in the spotlight shines.
Wow, over 150 damage done right there with the MP9. That's not small. No kills, but that sets up the other smaller guns, right? That makes some of these one-shot kills for the shotgun on the map.
Yeah, that shotgun just sitting over towards the ramp and hoping they run into him. Not going to be the case. It's a great call for Vitality to just use the distance, use the gap, and honestly, keep abusing range. Slow series, and he loses his head to flames. ZywOo has an abundance of teammates nowadays to also bank on. Mezzy right behind him coming into the grand finals. Apex looking like he has just ran back years of lackluster fragging. And Apex has found a route into the A site just like that. 5v2. Because no matter how hard FaZe tried, and no matter how great they looked at the dawn of CS2, their challenger has stepped forth and stomped them out not once, but seemingly twice. The bane of Kerrigan's existence, as it felt like they were just gonna run away with CS2. Spinks on full HP, ready inside of main. There is not a damn thing that FaZe can do. Brokey with an auto shotty. It reeks of desperation and the greatness that Vitality bring to the server yet again.
They've done it. That's the World Final, the Fall Final, Gamers 8, Paris, and Rio, all in 1 year. Vitality with Apex and 3 different members, 3 different teams, have proved it over and over again.
Proving it this time as well without Zonic, right? Without the Danes, without some of the most decorated Astralis players of all time, because it felt like maybe that's what propped up Apex. It felt like he had shoulders to lean on, but this one's his. Upcoming fraggers, unproven entities, and a string of events to be proud of in 2023.
An unbelievably difficult last tournament of the year, and the world's number 1 and 2 going again at it in the grand finals.
What's wild, Mo, is that this is number 1 and 2, but the gap between them feels immense. We saw incredibly well-rounded Counter-Strike, perfectly polished. The Pearls of Abu Dhabi, FaZe Clan, they are indeed at the tail end of 2023, your Blast World Finals Grand Champions!
Vitality have done it once again. This time the world final trophy is theirs. And Extaz, this seems to be quite a nice reunion for you, mate. What a time to come back. How does this one feel?
Yeah, it's amazing. It's the best start possible, right? I just want to say something. Stop saying you have the best in-game leader, blah, blah. Apex is the best in-game leader in the world. No contest at all. Thank you.
Now, Spinks, you join this team. You come and take the major. You come to see the dominance. You start to see this all go the way through. But here, you've done it now back-to-back events with another new teammate in here. Does it feel much different?
Actually, no. The team feels really same. We keep the important rules we had in the all-day roster, and I think this is the key for us to succeed. And I think we have a great captain. We have a great staff behind us, and that's the reason we can succeed so fast with such a new team.
Now, Apex, I want to ask you, mate. You have a long year. You give a lot of energy. You give a lot of emotion, but you still don't seem tired. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling great, mate. When you win, it's most likely pretty easy, not gonna lie. The year has been crazy. We won almost half of the tournament we made. I can tell you we had a lot of struggle during the year, changing 2 players twice, having the coach leaving us, and having some rough tournament like EPL finals and Sydney. But we always came back because we believe so much in this team, and I'm so proud of everyone having Remy back. I really want to win one major together because he deserves that. So that's gonna be the main goal next year. And for the British, what a better way to enter! What a better way to enter in a tier 1 team, because yeah, I mean before I think it was tier 1, tier 2, it was a bit between. So I think it's just amazing the journey we have, and for many more. But thank you for 2023 vitality year for sure.
I think we agree with that. It was definitely the year of Vitality, and it was also the year of you, Zaiwu. You came through, you said about playing with a bit more of an ego, right? We all read that quote, we all saw it. We saw some very stylish no-scopes coming out, playing with the doors as well. You almost seem to be having fun with moments like this, mate. How do you do it?
I just press E, I'm just closing the door, I don't know, I'm just happening. And most one with the no-scope. Yeah, most likely I'm just feeling good, obviously, on CS2.
And do you feel like CS2 is your game? Do you think this is where we see the real legacy of Zaiwu? Because we spoke so long about you chasing behind Simple, right? That you quickly started to match up with him, but here you can overtake him.
I'm just feeling good on CS2. For me, the same game for me. CSGO, CS2, for me, the same. I'm just feeling good, I'm just playing my game. Obviously, at the beginning, I have some struggle, like you said, with my ego, but obviously, we just need to train, playing, practice, and yeah, after that, the feeling is coming.
We're going to see some more ego plays?
Of course.
Hey, that's what they want to see. We want to see some more Zaiwu ego plays, right? We were calling you Sir Merryman, according to Apex, mate. So you just said about winning a major. Obviously, for you two, that would be very important, but do you think you'd get like a knighthood back in the UK if you win that?
Yeah, maybe so. But it's been a good start, and hopefully we can just keep pushing on. Like Dan said, the goal is the major, and we're going to keep working hard, keep grinding, and we're going to do it, so.
And talk to me about this hard work that's going into it, because you mentioned yourself, right, the first event you played in Copenhagen, you wanted to give more. This event, we saw you come more alive. Is there more to give inside of you?
Yeah, for sure. I think this is just the start for me and the team. We had these goals to do well at these tournaments, and that's what we've done. And next year is where we build this momentum and just keep going with the confidence.
I like it. Keep that momentum going for sure. Now, Flames, you were feeling ill, but yet you didn't seem to struggle so much, mate. You still get it done, no problems?
I mean, if we win when I have headache, then I don't doubt this team when I don't. So I think everybody played well, everybody gave me energy, so it was easy to stay good.
You said you have a headache, you have to sit next to Apex, that can't be easy.
Maybe that's what causes my headache. So. I'm joking, but no, sitting next to Apex is also, it also helps you a lot, they give you a lot of energy, so having a headache next to Apex is the best thing I could ask for.
And lifting another trophy certainly is as well. A fantastic year here for Vitality. So, Abu Dhabi, Counter-Strike fans the world, put some respect on Team Vitality's name, because they are not only the best team of 2023, they are your Blast Premier World Final Champions, Team